Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Phil Castellano, Dan Isgro, Brooke Armstrong, and Damian Scro. And we have Frankie and Jen inside switching up for us. Special guest on the show is Richard Wild and Oni. Guys, welcome to the show. We're ready to play. It is Celestial Engine, Season 2, Episode 7. It is Fate, Part 2. That's right.
Oh my god.
Fate,
Part 2?
Part 2. Part
Ooh,
2.
Part 2.
Last week on Audio Dungeon. Lots of flying. I remember. Lots of flying was happening around. You guys learned that you apparently can't get out of this nebula with the normal means. So you're not sure how to escape. You've had many ideas about whether you should go into the mountain or whether you should go back to the light tower, supposedly I call the light tower the lighthouse, the Chronomancer's tower, somehow floating in space. We don't know why that's there. That's still an unknown. Mm-hmm. But I know when everybody left, we had an after show after that was just us sitting around a table for literally an hour and a half, just discussing what might happen in the episode. It was a lot of fun, but it wasn't filmed, so it's just us, just wondering, just us and curiosity. So, guys, we're getting started right now. Waiting for people to log in. If you have a Patreon reroll, this is a good time to do it. You can also give stars and was it bits? You can get stars or bits if you like, and you'll give rerolls to these fine people right here who just wish to go on an adventure and live.
Bits and pieces.
Just trying to adventure.
Bits.
That's all I'm
Get
trying to
bits
do.
and pieces.
Get bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces
Bits
in
and
all
pieces.
your friends.
I sound
Give
like
them
I got what's his name? Dangles. Ginty? No, not Ginty. What's his name?
Yeah, Dangles.
What's his name?
Simply Trexton?
No, was it King of Point? You played the gnome?
Dangles, yeah. Oh,
Dingy Dangles.
yes! My boy, we played Jurassic Park
Yeah,
together. DV Dangles.
DV? Oh, DV Dangles.
DV.
DV?
DV.
Yeah, that's what his voice. So, guys, we're getting...
Was it Dee? Was it Dee?
DV.
I forget.
DV, yeah.
DV.
Yeah, it was DV.
DV Dangles.
Oh, it was awesome.
So, guys, yeah, we're just getting ready. Let people get into the chat here, hanging out with us. Welcome right now. Don't forget, if you're watching at home, we love to hear from the people who are silent and just watching the background. You can join us, give us the idea, and you know those times like you're yelling at the TV because you're like, no, what are you doing? Well, now you can type yell to the TV,
Yell at
and I will put it right on the screen, and they will receive the most obvious thing to do because sometimes they just don't know what to do.
Please yell at us.
Yes,
Please yell at us.
that's what we're trying to say here.
Please. Please, sir.
So, guys,
let us
welcome.
know.
Patreon reroll coming in for Phil tonight from Charles Morrison.
Love you, Charles.
Look at Charles.
Charles
Rerolls
is on
all
vacation.
the way from TNC.
Wherever he went. What's up?
TNC.
Oh,
What
Wherever
about
he
that?
went.
Okay,
Damn it,
so
Gilder.
yes, we're in the ish. We're absolutely in the ish. We're way after the ish. We're in the id.
what is?
The ish-id.
The ish id. Here we go, guys, coming in on all platforms. Welcome. If you're just joining us right now, we're getting ready to start this tabletop. This is Celestial Engine, and we're getting ready to go. I think we're ready to go, guys. So yeah, last week you guys were flying around in circles a bit. Your ship is taking damage, and now you were asking questions. And in game, the questions were you guys discussing it using the information of your characters from all time that you guys ever played. So I gave you that chance to ask yes or no questions using your rerolls and experience points. That time, of course, has ended. Whatever you've learned is what you've learned, and what you did not know, you do not know.
You'll never know.
So right now, we're getting ready to start. It is time to
I
go.
want to do my questions out in this pit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll do it, but on the episode. So let me start it up.
Okay.
Here we go, guys. Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, and we're getting ready to play Celestial Engine, Season 2, Episode 7, Fate, Part 2. Last episode, everyone was allowed to ask questions as they have access to their memories of all different lifetimes played within a Dungeons & Dragons or tabletop campaign that has been dungeon mastered or story told by me. And all those characters, they have now come to realize that they are a part of their memory now. They know that they are souls playing all their characters. So they ask questions that normally would not be able to ask. And now we are after that moment.
That is past.
Except
for one individual, Richard, who was not here last week, had some questions. So I actually gave him the answers already. So you may just ask the questions and then say the answers if you wish, and this will end this segment.
Okay. I asked 4 questions in total. The first question was, is the crystal in the mountain what is protecting it from the arcane storm? And the answer was yes and no. Question 2, is this area outside of the timeline of this quest? Again, yes and no. Is the amethyst above the chronomancer's tower a piece of the crystal from inside the mountain? That's a no.
We also asked Richard if he is the father, and he said no. And that was correct.
Yes, and the last one I did ask another one, but I can't answer that one, so I won't put that one. Was this storm created to trap us? And the answer was no. So they were my questions.
Cool.
Those are questions.
Okay. So that's it, guys. You now know what you know. We're past that point. You guys are in orbit around this interesting and peculiar mountain that seems to be at the middle of this nebula, and it's up to you to take the story whichever way you wish.
I am still injured, correct?
Yes. You need to rest 1 hour per injury counter you have on.
All right, you guys handle the mountain. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Who said we're definitely going in the mountain?
I want to rest too. So we can.
I'm just dragging myself around the ship right now, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean, you guys can just announce that you're going to rest for a few hours.
I mean,
Yeah.
I imagine you'd all need rest, even if you're not injured.
Yeah. I'd like to rest for a few hours. We're not taking any damage. We might as well.
Yeah. So okay. So you guys are going to rest for eight hours in this unusual chronomancy time pocket.
Yep,
No,
there it is.
I-
There
no.
it is.
Oh, you're not going
No,
to.
I'm not.
I am
doing
not.
that.
Okay.
No.
I mean,
There it is.
You guys can do that.
How
I'm not
else are we
doing
gonna heal?
Also, I'm not so convinced we should go to the mountain. I think we should go to the tower.
Crazy?
Ah, a tower.
Yes.
I think so too.
I think we should go to the tower and try to get out of here.
Wait, didn't we try to go to the tower and we couldn't?
No,
get
we
there?
did not. We were not
No.
pointing at the tower. We were trying to get out.
I
We were
do
trying
not
to
believe
leave the
at all.
storm.
I do not believe
I would like
at
to go
all.
on the mountain, please.
No, you weren't trying to go to the tower. You
No.
were trying to go back
One of-
to home.
And
You
one of
were
my
trying to go back
questions,
to-
one of my
Right.
questions was, do we have to
Station.
stop at the tower first? And that was a yes.
Remember,
Right.
they asked Jacques which way is the station. Jacques was like, it's
Right.
this
The
way.
only one
we
of
also
the
asked
few.
many questions about the mountain. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Sorry, no. Feel free. One of the few things that we know for sure is that we have to go to the tower.
Yeah.
Before we can.
And didn't
Correct.
Wasn't my
this
other
area.
wasn't my other question was if we point the ship in this direction towards the tower,
we'll get there.
It will get there. Yeah.
Correct, but
That's-
there
you did
was
ask
also
a question
mentioned that
like
going in the mountain, there are things that would benefit us. That the creature is intelligent and rational.
That's true.
That
We
is
did
true.
Find out
that
those
it
things.
is responsible for creating the astral crystal. as well.
100%.
Mhm.
But we have to remember that we
And-
are on a quest, and should that be up to us to decide to go on that part of the quest? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
is that our job to say that we can do that?
Right.
I want to put something out there for you guys just to realise that we've only been in this area maybe 15 minutes
For sure.
in game time.
Right.
So what it means is we turned up, we took over the ship, we killed them all off, and that's basically where we're at. So we haven't been here very long.
Right.
We had planned to come here. If this ship wasn't here, we would have been landing and mining and filling up the tanks to go. So technically, we do have a couple of hours we can do that. We've got a couple
However-
of people who are severely injured, and this ship's not in the best of conditions. It's already been taking quite a bit of damage. So my thinking is we need to park it up in where we are, where we're not taking damage, repair it up a bit more, and while we're doing that, let the ones who are injured rest, and let the others go down and explore the mountain, then come back, then go.
Cool. What are you
I
going to
don't,
say?
I don't totally disagree. However, because we were in like a time loop or something? We have no idea how much time has passed.
Yes.
So
on the outside.
on the outside
Right.
of this storm,
True.
we really have no idea how long we've been here at all. We have no concept of time at this point. So just throwing that out there as an
Completely
issue.
understand
'cause-
that. But also, I don't think this ship in its current state would survive getting even to the Chronomancer's tower. It's pretty
don't either.
damaged from what I remember.
So
So,
let's
it needs
It's
to
not
be
that
repaired.
damaged, really, from what I remember.
We need
Can we
it
run-
fully repaired.
Can we run a diagnostic and see like
Ja-
where our hit points are?
So Jacques has been repairing it. You're actually still taking damage where you are, but Jacques is repairing it. So Jacques repairing at 5 per round, and you take 1d6 damage per round. So ultimately, you're in a plus.
I thought we weren't taking damage near the mountain.
It's mild.
It's mild where you're in a plus because you're
Okay.
gaining 5, and you're not always going to roll a 5 and a
Yeah.
6 and a d6. So
Okay.
I'm calling it a plus.
We're kind of like in the eye of the storm right now, sort of.
Yeah, you do feel, but looking at the yes, you do feel that you guys looking at the mountain that if you were to go within the mountain somewhere, you would probably be sheltered.
With the ship.
Yeah.
And it could clearly fit. There's space.
Even if you're just looking at it, you feel like if you just parked temporarily in like a spot in there, you think that you would be outside of it completely. If you want to work on the ship,
was
that
like-
would probably be your
I
best
think we
bet.
saw like big caves, right, or something. Big
yeah.
openings and stuff.
Yeah. So what do we? What do we?
Brooke's just laughing at me because she doesn't trust my shtick.
I don't. Ugh.
Can
Can't.
Ugh.
It's a barrel of grenades.
I know.
They're all for you.
would it be possible to
Just free.
Happy birthday.
park the ship?
Just free. It says
Free.
little sign.
Sorry,
Dan.
sorry.
Would it be
Dan.
possible to park the ship, repair the ship, and take one of the fighters out to explore?
You're asking DM that. You're
Anything's
asking,
possible.
out of game, you're asking that, or
Yeah.
in game?
Yeah.
Out of game, you know that you can do that. It looks like you can. So
Okay.
Because my thinking is that
To be a fly on the wall right now.
we've got
To
two
be a-
characters who are
Seriously.
severely
Well said.
injured. They need to get healed up. Like, you need to get some of those injury counters off. So they need to
Yeah.
at least rest for at least an hour, preferably a
Correct.
little bit longer. How many counters do you guys have on you?
it's like 4 and 5.
5.
5.
4.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
5 and 4. Okay.
So we're looking at, we need at least 2 to 3 hours of resting for those guys to at least remove some of those counters. Because right now, Dan's characters.
We gotta get rid of them all, but otherwise, because I mean, infinity is the same thing as
Well,
1. You got to injure counter.
So
on
is
you.
the ship damaged? Right? Like, do we find
Yeah.
out like where
It's been
at?
going up from like 100 hull points, and the shield has been coming back online a bit.
I have a question for the group. We asked a question that the other the ship that we were on, the people who were on it before us, that they were stuck here, right? We've discovered that.
Yes.
They didn't know how
So
to get
they
out.
don't-
It's
know how to-
possible
they
that we
didn't-
we have more time than we think, but that they might not be being searched for at this point. That's also a possibility. You know what I mean?
Right. We don't know how long
Yeah,
they
we don't
were
know how
here
long they were here.
or trapped. Really.
I think that we do not know what is going on
Yeah.
here, but like whatever we are going to face, I mean, let's just either we leave right now and decide that the time is more important, or we let these people rest and get better because
Yeah, we need
That
to
is
we
the
need to we
choice.
need to rest, and we have to get the ship repaired.
let's not
That's
do it. Let's not do it halfway.
Yeah,
You know.
let's want to rest, and then while we repair the ship.
I suppose if we really need to stop for the ship.
While the ship's being repaired and while we are resting, does anybody want to go explore the caves?
I'll go explore the caves.
Well,
that's
do
what
we
I'm-
have
that's what
enough
I'm designed
people
for. I mean-
working on the repairs? That's my
Yeah.
the first question.
We'd put Gilda and Jacques can repair the ship. And I mean, I'm not good at repairing, but you give me in those caves, I can find anything.
Do we really want to split up? That's the thing.
Ooh.
Some
I'm
people have
thinking if
to.
we have a
Some people
small
have to
party,
rest. Some people have to fix. Work on the ship, and then whoever's left, if they want to explore, I don't see how you can not split up. in
Jacques,
that
do you have an
way.
estimate for how long repairs would take in our current station where we are?
It is better. I mean, if you're going to get out there and look at the hole, I have to get out there when I'm not being shocked by
Sure.
some sort of
Yeah.
lightning.
We're
So
gonna have to land.
All right, so let's land, do the
Land,
repairs, and get the rest.
yeah, I don't think it will take that long.
So-
though. I think
So if
an
you're not
hour.
being shocked, you think an hour? Yeah.
About yeah, they're superficial. Most of these repairs, we'll seal them back up pretty quickly.
Because
I mean,
how many hours? So how many hours do you guys need to rest?
5.
4.
So let's say 5. We need 5
Five,
hours.
5 hours is what you need.
So we have 5 hours and 1 hour repairs. So we can be out of here in 5 hours.
I do not think you should go along and searching like crazy. I think
I don't think we should either. I don't think we
concentrate
should.
on the ship, let them rest.
Yeah, that
Everyone
should be-
should rest. We
also-
all need to
Yeah.
take sleep here.
I agree.
All right.
Let's just do watches or something. And just
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll-
I do think it wouldn't hurt to go and have a look in the mountain. I mean, just to see what,
We
find
need
out
to
what
look
that
in the
monster
So
is.
we're going to leave people, split up the party in the mysterious mountain in the middle of
I
some
don't-
sort of time thing.
I don't think that's a good idea. Last time we split up, we got screwed in the time loop.
We need to know what's in
Yeah.
the mountain.
Back at the tower. That's right. All right. So what about this? What if we agree now to rest, repair the ship? Then once we're rested, once the ship is repaired, we all together as a group, Del, we could use your skills. You could lead us in this. We
Me-
search the cave.
me
to
and
find
Gilda-
out
No,
what we could
firm no on that.
Me and
Firm
Gilda
no
will
from
stay on
me.
the ship, and we will make sure the ship's okay, and then make sure nothing happens to it. We'll take care.
We need to leave a
Now-
pilot role. I mean, Jacques, can you fly this thing?
Yes.
I'm not
we
leaving
don't
the
want
ship.
another station
to go-
like last time we all abandoned the ship. I mean, the station blew up. Oops. So I think we definitely don't want to leave it in that situation again.
So
We
then
need to
how?
have at least
Me and
something.
I'm
Gilda.
not leaving this ship until we get it out of here.
Well, okay. Why can we not use this ship to explore the cave though? Why are we assuming we're leaving the ship?
Okay, just make a correction or get some information. You guys haven't gone down there yet. You're out here just taking damage.
I don't think we should.
Correct.
I personally don't think we should explore the caves. We should just repair the ship, heal, get out
All
of
right,
here.
I'm gonna take the ship down to the mountain right now.
Okay,
I'm
so you guys
willing.
take it out, and you see there are multiple like caverns that you can go into. There are ones that are very small, ones that are very large. Which do you go into?
I guess I want to go to one that's big enough for the ship.
Which is all of them, pretty much.
Oh, all of them. All right.
You want a large cavern or
So,
one that's
nah,
inside of the ship?
not particularly large. No.
What, a queen bed?
No.
Yeah.
Double?
Okay, so
No,
you
medium to small, something that fits the ship.
okay you pull into one that turning around is a little bit difficult, but you could, and then you kind of park it in there, and once you get it down, it's okay. Me and Gilda work on the ship.
Great,
Do your
thank
thing.
you.
He goes outside.
Tony, am I able to leave the ship and ground because it enables me to increase my vitality during a rest period?
Yes.
Okay.
With this, you can ground because
All right.
it's rock and dirt and such.
Does it
Cool.
also give me an ability to sense the world that we're on? Like get a sense of
Have you grounded yet?
I'm gonna ground.
I can't tell you until you do things.
I'm grounding.
Okay, so you walk outside to ground.
walk outside, I
What's
go
everybody else
ground.
doing?
I'm
I want
resting.
to go outside and have a look around.
I go out with Dell.
Okay.
I'll go out with Brooke.
Don't you need to rest?
Oh yeah, you,
It's part of my resting.
Oh.
If the roots are in the ground, it actually
I'll stay on the ship.
increases
Okay.
my
Zim
resting.
That's badass.
Zim rests also. He runs and throws himself out in space. That's what he would do if he was here.
He just loves it out there.
He just, you bring it back in, but he just runs back out.
We tie a rope around his ankle. He's like,
It's so
"I
free
never
out here. I'm
wanna-"
so free.
hold my pants.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep watching.
Okay.
That's what I'll be doing.
So, Brooke's character, Ayana, Kairos, Dell, are the only people outside.
Mhm.
Okay. You guys walk out there, and you're walking on the rock, and this cave goes on into darkness further than you can see. You start to ground, and it's a little bit difficult with the rock, and you find the soil, and then you look around, and everything seems different.
Does it feel familiar?
No,
Not at all.
this isn't Andara.
Not Daria.
Something different.
Do I get a sense of obviously other?
Yeah. So for the fans at home, this is basically you tap in, and normally you would feel like the spirit of the world in a sense because
Right.
you're tapping, kind of literally rooting into it. But you
Right.
don't feel. It doesn't feel like home. It feels like you went to a house that you thought was your home, but it's not your house.
Does it feel anything? Do I feel any kind of energy from it? Do I get any sense of the type of soul of this world, if there were one, or can it, or does it have one?
You feel like there is a presence of souls in this world, like it's tied to something, but it doesn't seem like one entity. It seems like many.
Okay. Well,
Oni, are you? What do you want to do, Oni?
Is the other Val in this area where she is right now?
You could be because we didn't establish where you are.
Other Val.
the
Val's-
other Val?
Well, we know that Val appeared to us.
We know where the other
Come on, bro. Come on. Is that where we are right
I'm
now?
lost.
Oh no. Can I ask a question about where we are right now?
You can't ask me a direct yes or no question. If you want to talk to Oni, who's laughing
okay.
maniacally on stream right now, you can talk to him.
Where we are, does it rhyme with weather?
Like a storm, like lightning. And
Does it
stuff?
rhyme with weather?
Does it rhyme?
Like the nether?
Like a storm.
Yeah, yeah. Does it rhyme with
Who
weather?
are you asking this?
I'm asking the DM.
Well, then the DM is not going to answer.
Val, where are you, Val?
Okay, so
So I reach out.
No other Val pops out. For one, I don't think you are aware of that.
I'm teasing. Sorry.
But no other Val pops out.
Can I sense the souls?
Okay, we're gonna solve this before we play 1,000 questions. I'm gonna give you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give you.
He's helping you guys, really.
I am. Saving us all time. Get us home in bed by midnight. Questions, and that'll be everything you learn.
2 yes and no questions.
Yes.
Okay.
You have 1 minute to ask both.
Okay. Is this the moon of Karen? The light source of Karen?
I'm gonna let you ask that again. Wash your hands.
Sorry. Where?
Where? Okay, so that's your first question.
Where we are is where we are. Is this part with the mountain and everything? Is this ground where is this planet that I'm grounding into, or this ground that I'm grounding into?
Lots of clauses here. Okay.
Is it
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
light source for Karen?
No. It is not. You have one more question.
Is anyone else allowed to help her with a question?
No.
Are we in the nether?
Are we in the nether is your question.
Yes.
Are we in the nether?
Is this the nether where we are?
I was about to answer the question, are we in the nether? Do you want me to answer that question?
In game? Come
I'll
on,
answer
Richard.
in game or out.
Richard, can you help me?
No.
Hold on.
No, I said no. Don't hold me on. No, you can't ask him.
Don't hold me on.
You can't do that. 1, you're running out of time. 2, you can't. I already told him he can't help you.
Is this the
3,
nether?
is this the nether? That's your question.
Are we in the nether?
Is that which is the question?
Which is the question you want to answer?
I confirm. I say, is that the question? And you change the question.
Am I asking it?
Are you asking me? Is this the nether? Is that your question? Because I'll answer that question.
We're having fun here.
Yes. Is this the nether?
No.
Dan,
Close up at Dan's face.
Don't be so confused, Dan.
This is the nether.
Neither have I ever.
Nether. If this is not the nether, what is this place? Is
So,
that what you're thinking?
how's those repairs coming?
And I feel all the souls.
They are fine. They're going good.
Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Okay, so time passes. You guys are resting. 1 hour in a mysterious time place. 2 hours in a mysterious time passing place. 3 hours in a mysterious chronomancy time place. 4 hours in a temple vortex.
Man,
5 hours. And it passed.
Awesome.
Are my hit points back to full as well?
No, you gain vitality number of hit points back. You
They're in
Brooke
my
have a
healing
boost to
mode.
that.
They've been in
Yeah.
my healing mode for like 5 hours.
True.
Oh, okay, so then you're full. Everyone's
We're
full.
full?
True.
Okay.
From last time.
Okay, so you guys are healed in the 5 hours. The ship has been healed before that, has been repaired before that, and you guys you meet up. You see Dan's character back on his feet. Thraxis and Ayana back on her feet, and you guys seem to be ready to go. What do you want to do?
Did you see anything out there in the mountain?
Did I see anything out in the mountain?
No.
No.
You saw darkness.
It was just pretty dark out there. Nothing really to see.
He's not outside, by the way. You're like
Yeah.
inside.
We're still
Right, in the mountain.
I didn't see anything.
How far did you go?
Not far at all. We're right outside.
Okay.
I'm not going to explore
All right.
without you. I'm just not going to venture too far.
Yeah,
out.
that's fine. Safer this way. All right, let's go. Everybody's
Um,
on board?
Wait, I
No.
tell
We
them.
don't think-
Okay. Who's not on?
I tell them what I experienced when grounding.
I do think we need to explore this place. I mean, we may never be able to get back here, and if we can figure out what this is the astral crystal, that could be majorly beneficial to us. I mean, if there's
do
a
think-
vein that we can tap into, we could fill up the other tanks. It's worth a look.
The ship is full.
Uh,
think we
Yeah,
should
the ship
go.
might be full, but we do have other tanks from Val. Remember,
I know.
I agree with Dell.
it's
Listen.
worthwhile to at least have a look. I mean, we don't have to we'll do it sneakily. We'll do it quietly. Just look around. I mean, we've
Right
got an
now-
opportunity.
I disagree.
The reason that we're coming here is because the astral crystal is going to tip the scales of the war.
Yes, and
The
at
astral
this
crystal
moment,
is the
we
most
have-
precious
we have
thing that
we have
achieved
double-
our
we have-
singular goal.
We have,
But listen,
we have doubled it. We have doubled our goal.
Listen, there is a source of astral
Yes,
crystal.
and
a
now we
source
know
that
where
is
it is.
creating astral crystal.
And
we
That's
may never
being
get
held
back
hostage.
here.
Why
But it's
not?
being held
Why are you
hostage by
talking
someone.
Like we can't come back here. Yeah, we're
We
in
know
a
where it
trap
is. We
right
can
now.
come
We're in
back.
a-
Because we're
But
here
think
with
about
it.
it.
We're in a big.
Trav,
We're in a big.
We need
big
this.
jail
If
right
something-
now. We're in a trap.
Correct, and
If
it's
something
going to
goes
tip
wrong-
the war.
this.
It's going to tip the turning point of
All
the
of
war.
our focus should be on getting
Yeah.
out of this trap.
If something-
now,
Why?
why? Because we're in a time loop trap that we have to get out of. Because time is really important in this mission.
We don't
and that
know
is my
what is
decision.
there,
and as
though.
captain of the ship, we are leaving. That's it.
I go in.
My word is
I
final.
go towards the mountain.
Okay,
this is not
we're going.
your ship.
Yes, it is. We're going.
It
All
never
right.
was.
Anybody who's not
I
on the
walk
ship
towards the mountain.
is see you later.
Okay.
We're going.
I walk towards the mountain.
Okay, who?
We're taking off.
Okay, Ayana is outside of the ship, and we're down like this big long tunnel. So you just walk down the tunnel.
Mhm.
I go up to Travis and I pull him aside.
Okay.
Hey,
Listen.
you know, I've never pulled rank on you when it comes to this being my ship or your ship.
Brand new ship.
If you really want to do this, I'm getting off the ship.
We need to go.
You can leave without me.
This is a mistake to stay here. You hear me?
We can always come back, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can. That's the problem.
Well,
What happens if we can't? I mean,
If we get-
this might be our one.
If
it's
we
a
go-
big what if.
If we go into this
I-
mountain, if we go into this mountain, and if something happens to us,
right, then what?
then we are completely.
we've
We've
completely
screwed the.
failed.
We've screwed the war.
At this point,
We have to
have
get this
not
back.
completely failed. Maybe.
We're doing well right now.
Maybe.
Right now, we're
Maybe.
doing okay.
What if
Um,
we get back and a year
You're
has
gone.
passed?
I'm waiting.
We
At,
don't
well,
know.
I want to wait to
What
see
if
if they come.
What
We
if
don't know.
Okay.
We also don't know if we point ourselves toward the tower that
But
we're going to wind
That's
up there.
why we need all of our focus on getting out of here now. Anything else is a waste of time. It's a distraction.
Hold it.
Okay?
There was
We
something
gotta
else.
get out of
I
here.
say mentally to
There-
Del
there-
and
there-
and Thaxis,
Yeah.
I'll be
Remember-
here when you're ready.
The big thing you got to
My
remember
mind
here
is set.
that if there might be something there that gets us through that storm. I mean, this area is protected by something. If we could find something that could protect our ship from the storm, then we can fly through it undamaged. Isn't that better? I mean, what's spending an hour having a look? If we don't find anything, we get out of here. But we said at least let's look.
We just spent 5 hours.
And also, if
Everybody
if there was
who wanted to
something-
go look
Could
to-
be a similar.
If there was
So
something on this
wandered around the
in this
outside
place to help us
ship.
get through the storm, they would have found it. They were here for
Yeah.
God knows how long.
Who
They would have
knows?
found
We
it
don't know how
already.
long don't
We
know
have no idea how long they were
for.
here for.
Right,
They might
and
have been
it's
here
these
an hour.
unknown
They
variables.
Thing is, they have
I
two.
start
They
playing
had
tic-tac-toe in
they
the
had
dirt.
2 full tanks. There had to be some exploration involved there.
Yeah.
They didn't get it by just coming here.
I
They had to go
agree.
down and get it. So they have to have explored something.
This is the way I feel. Okay, you're not going to change my mind on this. I think we should
I
go
agree.
now. I think we should focus all of our efforts on escaping this place. Okay, and that's it. That's how I feel. That's it. You're not going to
Way to
change my
escape.
mind on that.
You know what?
What happens
If
if
I
the way
ki-
to escape this area? It's down there, and I just never found it. I mean, we might get to the chronomancer's
That's such a
tower
big
and get
if.
stuck again.
It's all
It's
speculation.
also such a bit. It's also speculation that we're going to point toward the Chronomancer's tower and wind up there again. We're talking as if there is a sure way out of here and we don't know what it is. We're staring straight into a tunnel that can give us the ultimate weapon to win this war and save the planet.
What?
And we don't even want to look for it.
Okay.
The ultimate weapon to save the planet is in this tunnel? That's what you tell them. That's okay. where
There
you're
is
at,
something
really?
in there that is creating astral crystal, Travis.
Okay.
Why don't you get that?
I get it.
You don't seem to.
Yes.
Then why are
get
you
it.
mocking me for saying that there is a crazy weapon to win this war in the mountain?
Well, it seems
why
like,
are you mocking
it
me?
seems like two different things. Okay? It seems like you're talking about two different things.
Listen,
okay?
Listen, if your mind is made up and you're so sure that you can get back here, come on back and pick us up. I turn around and leave the ship.
Travis, here's something else though. As you said, they'd got 2 full tanks. Why didn't they leave? If they knew how to get out, why didn't they go?
They didn't know how to get out.
But
Yes,
that's
I
my
don't think
They
that
must
they
have
did
got in
know how
some
to
way.
get out.
We got in here with
we-
luck.
And you're right. We don't know how to get out. But that's why I think we need to focus our efforts on just that issue and that problem. That is our problem now. We don't know how to get out of this place. And that should be our focus. Not
In
exploring
honesty,
this other area, this mountain, and listen. This is how I feel.
My big thing is, if you imagine if this storm wasn't here, we could just fly straight back. We could go into the hyper jump and just get back in instant.
Right?
Wouldn't it be better if there's something we know from what we've picked up so far is that something's creating this storm, and we believe it's something. This crystal that's in this mountain. What happens?
I don't
if we can
think
turn off the
that the
storm?
crystal is causing the storm.
We don't know.
No, we don't know
what
for
happens
sure,
if we
but
can
I don't
turn-
think so.
Imagine if we
The
could turn off
crystal is the
storm.
resource. The crystal is what is being sought after, not just by us.
Are you sure?
Okay. Yeah, I am sure. That's the most valuable resource in the universe right now, as I could tell, and that is what's being sought after. Probably not just by us. The Kairanites want it too. Obviously, Pyra's their ships. It's extremely valuable. Okay.
Kairos, can you tell
I
what
mean-
type of crystal it is?
Can you do that?
What crystal?
What type of
kind of crystal is it?
Which crystal?
What
What is
crystal?
the big crystal in this mountain? Does he know what type of crystal that actually is?
Do we see a big crystal in this mountain?
No, we
Do
know
not
that
see-
from he sensed it.
He sensed it when he's done his star path.
Gotcha.
Is his
Right.
technomancy?
Yeah, can I
Right.
detect what it is? What kind of crystal it is?
You don't know what type of crystal it is.
Can I try and technomancy to it again? See if I could get a better read.
Yeah. It's over. 2 successes. You could just try again. It's not enough.
If I try again, does it just add to the number, or what does it do?
You can just try again, but there's no fail attempts here, so you just do it again.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Another 2 successes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give it to you. You try for like a minute, try to
Okay.
connect it. You're having a lot of difficulty, and all of a sudden you see his body just kind of go limp. You go, all of a sudden, you're at a crystal, and you're rotating around it, probably about like 100 feet,
Mhm.
and you're rotating pretty fast, faster than you would like, or faster than you think you should if you've ever done it before, which you
Yeah.
have. And usually you kind of go within it, but you're just flying around it. It's hard to see what you're looking at, but you are looking at some sort of like cavernous area, and it's pretty large. Might put it at like a half mile in all directions.
Okay.
It's disconcerting, and you're getting a lot of confusing images.
All right. Any idea? Is the crystal like?
You can ask me. I'll let you ask me one yes or no, and then you're gonna lose focus.
Do I recognize the crystal as being like maybe like? Do I recognize it? What kind of crystal it is?
It's almost as if it's there.
Its
and
own
not-
thing.
It's very something's unusual about it. You don't know why.
All right.
All of a sudden,
I
you're
relay
back.
all that information to the.
You're back.
squad.
He shares the information with you.
It's very strange. I assume. I mean,
Yeah.
you're a crystal.
It's very strange.
Yeah, you know about this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I haven't seen anything like that before.
It wasn't anything like a chimera crystal.
He says anything like a chimera crystal. You couldn't get any really real sense of it.
No.
Perhaps there are multiple crystals that are laid over the top of each other. We're in an area that's some kind of strange chronomancy. Perhaps it's multiple versions of the same crystal all bunched on top. That's why you can't get a feel of what it is.
Can I try and star path to the wizards, the tower?
Try anything you like.
I'm gonna try that.
Go for it.
2 successes.
Okay. You appear, and you're at the tower, and you're looking around.
Mm.
What do you want to do?
I'm physically there?
You're not physically there.
Okay.
Whenever you do this,
So
you're
I was
never
I was actually able to get to there.
You never go physically.
Okay. So I was able to go there mentally. Like, yeah. All right. I go back.
Okay.
And I relay that information that I was able to get to the tower.
Well, you sensed 2 points originally, right?
Yes.
A
One
big
larger, one
and a
smaller.
small one, right?
Yes.
And is that the 2 points that you just visited just now?
Is the big point the crystal, like the big crystal?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
That's the first
smaller
one
one
I
is the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
so-
just visited the only 2 places
Yeah.
you could go.
I visited those 2 places. So, but the thing is, I was able to star path. Unlike last time, we tried to star path directly, and we couldn't do it. But now I star pathed to the tower, and I was able to. So maybe there's something with that information that we can use. So if we try and get there, we can possibly do that.
Right. I agree that we should go there first, as far as trying to get out of here.
Charles Morrison wants to use Mystic Eye. Charles Morrison says it's a pretty little house. He's referencing an older episode.
I mean, do we see any mining equipment around what they've used to extract this crystal, or any equipment that they've got that they
No.
have used for doing that?
Oh, inside the ship?
Inside the ship.
Yeah, I think last
Yes,
time
it looks like
it
looks like there's some sort of mechanism on the outside that actually you can pull like a hose out, and it has some sort of like drilling thing on the end of the hose.
I'm going to grab Gilda and have a look at it and ask him, like, how would he use this? Because I don't know the technology as well as he does, and just find out would this have been like drilled out of a mountain, like would you drill it out of a mine, or how would you use this?
Gilder,
understand how you'd extract it.
no one knows because you've only found small pockets of it, and it's kind of like seeing it in various places. You've never seen an actual real location deposit of it, so no one knows.
Because that's my concern, guys, is that this has come out of something. It's like we need to find out how this. I mean, have any of you guys ever heard of having this much astral crystal anywhere? I mean, I've been searching for like 18, 19 years, and I've never found a deposit like this.
I agree with you, but I agree with you completely.
I really want to know what it looks like, so at least then we know what we're looking for.
I agree with you, but at the end of the day, going back to what we were saying before, it's not our job.
Right, and we know where it is. We know it's
not our job. Our job's to get 1 tank of crystal back. We're already over our quota.
Right.
Now let's stop you guys for 1 second. So the 2 of you have left. And now as you walked out, we're gonna go back in time a little bit. You walk out to Ayana out there, probably about 100 feet out, and she's just waiting. So you guys walk out there. You can role play.
What are we gonna do? I would like to take one of the fighters, but I'd rather not go back on the ship.
Charcoal says you need to use locate object.
There's something in there. We need to explore it.
Where's Dell?
I figured he'd come along. Del?
He's coming with us.
Yes. Del come down?
Del, you leave?
Yeah, I would. If she called out, I'd come down. Let's have a talk.
Okay. Does everyone else stay on the ship?
Yeah, I'm still on the ship.
I'm still on the ship.
I'm still on the ship.
Okay. The 3 of you are down there.
When I grounded, I felt all of these souls.
Was it
This doesn't
Andaria?
feel familiar.
So
Didn't feel
This
like
is-
Andaria, but I felt souls as though they were connected to something else, tied to something. Would I be safe to say it like they were pulled from here to there, here to another place? Do I know that they were? I feel that they're here still.
You would not know the answer to any of those questions.
What do they feel? What does it feel like though? You said I
You just
know
felt like
the
many
presence
souls.
of souls.
Many souls, not one.
Many souls that are tied to something. You said.
So we'll go tied to this mountain in a sense.
Oh, tied to mountain. Okay. Okay. I relay that to them.
in all my
Whatever's in them,
travels
though.
around, do I look at the rocks and that sort of thing? Does it look like anything that I've seen before? Like, does it look like it's a piece of the moon, like where salvation is? Does it look like could be part of that? Or does it
No,
look like
it doesn't
completely
look.
foreign?
It doesn't look so different. Doesn't look so familiar. Just looks like a mountainous area to you.
Del,
Yes.
do you think we need the fighter to explore this mountain?
No. I think we could just go on foot and have at least go see how deep this thing goes, and at least have a look around. I mean, there's got to be some way they were doing this mining. I mean, if they took the ship in and they've plugged it into a vein, I mean, I just want to know where astral crystal comes from.
Me too.
If it's in a liquid form and it's sitting inside the mountain, we got to drill it out. At least then we know. I mean, we don't even know where astral crystal's from.
Yeah. We explore this mountain, we can get a lot of questions answered.
Yeah,
Do you
I
have
mean,
the
even
book
if
with you?
yeah, even if we only go have a quick look around. I mean, I'm not saying we want to pick a fight with anything. I'm saying we need to be quiet. We need to be careful about it, but we do need to get some answers. I mean, if we're going to come back here, we need to know what the storm is, and if there's a way we can find something that could protect us from it. Could you imagine us being able to put it on that ship and get back here 50, 60, 70 times?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would just be, for us, could you imagine the capital ships? We'd be able to defend ourselves permanently from Karen. And anyone else.
As
All right.
star seekers, I think it's our responsibility to know this.
It's a good point too.
It's not just a quest.
We're looking at some of the answers, the mysteries of the galaxy right now.
Yes.
I mean,
All right.
just going to throw this out there for you. This is a trap. We know it's a trap. It wasn't set for us.
Correct.
So what's trapped here? Why is it
And
trapped
why?
here? Should it be trapped here? I mean, isn't it not our task or your task? I mean, is to at least find out. I mean, you imagine if there's some poor creature stuck in here that is trapped by this storm, and if we can turn it off and it can escape. I mean,
Whoever controls this trap will control the war forever.
exactly.
And it's just an illusion to let anyone think anything else.
And that's
All
my
right, well-
concern.
All right, well, Del, this is your thing. Sneaking and getting around.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good at it
that's
too, but you're going to have to lead us.
No problem. I'm happy to do it.
Ayana, how do you feel about that?
I agree. Stay close. I'll cast protection around all of us.
Okay.
Okay, your aura protection goes on. Your aura protection requires focus, just so
Yeah,
you know. So
don't
if
put
you
it-
you,
Don't put it on now.
you putting it now, which means
I'll
it's
put it-
going to dive
I
off
won't
in
put it on now.
your concentration number of rounds.
I won't put it on now.
What's your concentration? Just my own information.
5.
5. So you can only put it on for 30 seconds. Okay.
It'd be enough for
So-
us to get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys begin to walk down this long hole in this mountain, basically. And when you're walking, you see a lot of sharp rocks. Wherever this is, this cavern does not look like it was like smoothed out or carved out. It just looks like it's somehow happened from something or from a long period of time.
Looks like the rocks just broke apart.
Possibly.
Okay.
Or something
Does it look
broke
like some
apart.
sort of creatures moved through it? I mean, I have creatures as one of my skills, so
It does not.
does it look like it's naturally occurred? So
Yes and no.
water. Yeah. Okay. I don't think this has been caused by a creature. It doesn't look right. So maybe it's been wherever this is from. I mean, it could have been, for all we know, it could have been from Karen. And when it was destroyed, this piece could have been brought here.
I'd like to
Need to
try to
keep that in
ground
mind.
again. We're closer. We're closer now. Maybe I can get a better sense of something.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out.
Okay, so
Okay,
you guys
right.
are walking. What?
Can I ground again? Attempt to ground again.
Okay.
Okay.
You ground
Yeah.
again. You learn nothing new from the last question that you asked. It feels the same.
The same.
Does it feel familiar or completely unfamiliar?
No. Very unfamiliar.
It's a different planet. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the rest of you guys are inside the ship. What are you doing?
Okay.
You watch. You've seen them leaving. They're clearly going.
Yeah.
So you could leave on your ship. You could stay. What do you want to do?
Should we leave them one of the fighters? Maybe the damaged one.
We could.
Did Jacques repair the fighter?
Better than nothing.
He did not repair the fighters. No.
I thought he repaired the glass on the one fighter.
Oh, before he
Yes,
did that.
he did,
Before he did
last,
that,
Last
Yeah.
time.
it would have taken
But-
some
but-
damage now, though. They didn't repair. Well, they had plenty of time though. They have 4 more hours after that 1 hour. So yeah, they repaired everything. There's no reason they would stop.
Okay.
Travis, can you detach it and land it there on the ledge next to us so that when they return they'll have something to.
With the fighter, I mean, you might need to leave 2 of them. They're very small fighters.
I guess we could do that.
It's fine.
Leaving the 2 fighters and let's go. That's what they want to do.
Let's go.
right,
Then we'll drop
fine,
us off.
let's
We'll
do
come
that.
back as fast as we can. But
All right. Let's do that. Take the fighters off.
Okay, so
Land them there. Is Zim on the ship with us at this point still?
want to throw him out in space?
No.
Okay.
Just wondering.
Okay, you guys fly outside of the mountain, and where are we going?
point it towards the
Towards the tower.
lighthouse. Yeah.
You go through. You're piloting?
About
I fly. I pilot. Okay. You don't have any noted speed of the ship yet, right? The ship can go pretty fast, though.
Okay.
So basically, last time I was saying like light speed. It's not real warp speed or light speed. It's just like a very fast speed, you guys. Like faster than your normal technology. And you look at it, it's like, oh my god, we're going super fast.
When we get in there, I want to see if I can star path to the nearest crystal so I can gauge distances while we're in there.
Okay. So, what speed are you gonna go? You can basically give me a speed from 1 to 10.
Okay. How far? Do I know how far it is, or any? Do I have any sense of like?
You do. You know that it's not so many miles away, which in space is not far at all.
Okay. And do I have to? Are we using astral crystal to go to fly at this speed, or not?
You are, but such a
Just
small
tiny
amount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know.
Full
6,
speed?
7.
Okay.
The storm is damning. So we probably go as fast as possible.
Oh. All right. Good point. Good point, Val. All right. I
7
boosted up.
Okay. First round is 11. 11
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
Dealt to your hull. That's off the
hull.
total.
Okay.
And that's
So
through
3,
the shield?
6. Oh, it's on the
What
shield.
about the shield?
That's on,
Oh,
that's
okay.
on the shield. The shield's 50, and the other one's 200. Okay, so you're
Okay.
taking 9, 12, 15 damage. Then you take, next round, 10, 15, 19, 21 damage.
I want to check to see if we're moving.
It
Okay.
feels like you're moving. After that, you break through,
Nice.
and you get here much faster than when you did with the other ship. And you're soaring around in this area. You see the Chronomancer's tower is there. What do you want to do?
We could park it and do repairs.
Let's do that.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, you park the repairs. Other group, you guys are walking down this tunnel, and you spend probably about, I'd say a good 10 minutes of just like walking down here and trying to find wherever it's leading to. You don't really know. Every so often, you do see like these offshoots, and these offshoots lead from your kind of like tributaries that go off and you believe they might even go into like different tunnels. Again, definitely not naturally made. It's just like you could see a way through. Do you want to investigate any of these, or do you want to continue forward?
Yeah, I want to see if I could. I want to see if I can hear anything coming from either tunnel.
Nothing.
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 Can I make a perception check to see if anything kind of stands out?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Me too.
Okay, roll.
No successes.
1 success.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys listen. Take a second. You don't detect anything.
Left tunnel, right tunnel?
You can go. And not at the same time, but yeah, you can go left. You can go right. Or you can continue forward.
Oh,
Do they hear us pull out?
Oh yes. So when you guys clearly hear them leave, and you hear the sounds, which I would imagine you're attuned to somewhat, of the undocking of the fighters.
okay.
How's that make you feel? No, don't answer that. I already know. Okay.
Can I use my soul vision, Tony?
Okay. You
see
activate
any-
Soul's Vision. You look around. You don't have to do anything, and you don't see anything. Nothing stands out.
I think we should just follow this one down. We'll stick on the main path. I think if we don't find anything, we've got, now that they've left, I mean, we've got time. Let's just go. I mean, I do have one of the communicators, so at least we can try to reach out to them. So we'll carry this. I think we just carry on going down this main tunnel.
All right, lead the
At
way
least for
down.
now.
So star pathing only allows me to connect to crystals.
Yeah.
Right. So when they get near a crystal, I can communicate with them. Is that possible?
Yes and no.
Okay.
If they get near a crystal, you'd have to know they were there.
Yeah, I'm trying to
go
figure out if
crystal.
I can figure out a way to communicate with them. So I was figuring.
It's like if
star
somebody
paths.
walked near a phone in another country.
Yeah,
like,
and it
you know
rang.
you know they're near the phone.
Yeah.
You have to go. You have to be on the phone,
Yeah.
ringing the phone, going there.
Absolutely.
As we go, I want to make marks along the ground, like so we know
Okay.
which way we're going.
How much light's
Good
in this area?
Life,
Light.
light. Not much. It's pretty dim.
I have low light
Then-
vision.
Then what I'm going
So
to
you
do
can see.
is
I have dark
I'm
vision.
gonna pull out my hooded lantern that I have, and I'll light it up.
Okay.
So it's just going to create a small amount of light. And it's a bullseye one, so we can put it like a torch type thing. We can just kind of be discreet. I'm used to doing this stuff.
Okay. You guys continue your journey. You walk about, say, another 15, 20 minutes. And eventually, this area becomes into, like, rubble. So whatever was breaking through is almost like there was a breakthrough here. And then you can kind of just climb over the rubble and go through if you wish. You could get around this. I'm not even going to make you roll a climb check, but it does require you to climb a bit. And then if you want to, you can try to proceed over it and see what's there if you wish.
I wish.
I want to see if they ever listen first, see if they can hear anything.
You don't perceive anything.
Okay.
Nothing
Here.
here.
Lock.
Yeah, you believe that you're in a tunnel in a mountain, and it is a huge mountain. So like nothing of any life or anything like that.
Definitely a mountain.
And there's no sounds other than us.
No, you perceive nothing except yourselves.
Go have a look, see if we climb up over this and have a look.
Climb up.
I follow.
You guys climb up the rubble. It's probably about like 30, 40 feet high. Get to the top. You go down the other side of it, and you walk into a very, very large cavern. And on the floor, right when you walk in, is this... It's kind of like a symbol that's probably about, on the floor, probably about 25 feet forward from you. So it's huge. And it's kind of just like... It's the same symbol of like protection magic. Which I, even though you kind of create this, I'm going to allow you to kind of know this just because you're connected to Andaria. This is a protection symbol that you're watching, and the symbol begins to go around as if it's going like in a circular area. But it's huge. You make these aura. For example, a cleric might make the aura, and it's within 15 feet. This is giant size.
So we're only seeing one part of it?
You're seeing just a little section of here.
I'm sorry. It's moving out.
Imagine an ant walks up to a circle of protection and sees like an emblem on the floor. It would be huge to them.
Yeah.
That's how you're experiencing this.
Okay. The symbol is not moving at all.
No.
Okay.
No, you just see one part of it, and you see that it continues.
It's like carved into the stone?
Yes, but it is kind of carved with something that seems to be similar to like a dust from like crystal.
Is it solid, or the dust is like...
No, the dust is in place.
It's in place?
Yes,
okay.
if you wanted to, you could move it.
Does it seem like it's the same stuff that was in the temple on the Moon of Salvation? Does it say that type of thing?
Where in the temple?
Where Altari was?
Yeah, Altari was.
And where did you see crystal dust?
No, that's when we were in there was like, is it like, and I was not dust, but I'm saying, is it like the symbols we saw in like the temple? Does it look like it's this?
No, the symbols you saw in there were all symbols of different ancients and deities and such, and you believe even some that perhaps you're not familiar with. That's what you guys kind of thought from that. But here, you're just seeing some sort of protection. It's a guard or a protection or something like that.
I don't think we messed with this because we need to know more.
Do I recognize the symbol?
No.
I recognize.
You're the only one who can recognize this.
Okay. I relay this is a symbol of protection. It's Andarian.
Tendarian?
Yes.
What's being protected? This whole
Whatever
area?
lies within this the boundary of this symbol.
And I wonder if it could be, instead of being, maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's a cage. I don't think we messed with it yet. I think we need to have a look around. Like, at least go around the outside of it and see if we can see what this protection thing's protecting.
I mean, is it possible that we can't even cross the boundary?
Do I feel that we can, Tony?
You don't know.
The only way we find out is to go up and touch it. I don't fancy doing that just yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold you guys right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you guys right there. So the rest of you guys, you park for a while and you're just making some repairs to the ship. You get it back up to full. I'm gonna say it takes you about 20-30 minutes. Jacques comes here and goes, "Hey, listen. So we've repaired the ship a bunch of times already. I'm using scrap metal, but now I've taken all the seats up, all the floor panels again. I am running out of stuff. Stop damaging the ship."
Hopefully, this will be the last time when we get to where we have to go.
I'm going to tell you now. I can damage. He says it in a normal way. I'm going to say it to you as 100 hull points. I can repair that much of the ship
Gotcha.
with the metal I have, but I am out of metal.
Okay.
Okay. Shall we try the final
Yeah.
part?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are parked at the Chronomaster's tower at the door.
Do we need to take off
Do we?
first, or are you gonna
You know the direction of where we have to go, right?
from here?
Yes.
Well, what it would not? No, I don't.
Towards where we came from.
I mean,
Isn't that?
no.
You don't know where we're going?
Well, I know we have to get out of the storm, and I know that we came into it, and then you sense the 2 points from there. But no, we don't have sense of direction in here.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're supposed to be getting out by these points that you were sensing. Remember, we figured that
Yes,
we
but there's
had
no
to come back here before we get out of.
The point.
What is happening? What are you talking
We're
about?
trying to figure out how to get
back
out of
the
to where we have to
storm.
go. Like, where's the?
So go
trap that we're
out.
Let's try and just go out and then go
From
out.
here.
It's like this. Any one of these ways. It's a circle.
We're trying to figure out the direction we came from. Where was our
It's
base?
like over here.
All right.
Okay.
When you used your technomancy power, you were able to sense salvation, correct?
Was I? Can I do that? Can I check the Manti to salvation?
Did you detect salvation? You're having trouble detecting salvation in here.
Okay.
That's the only answer I'll give you.
All right.
I remember it was like around 5 o'clock where there was the tower on the side. I would draw it in reverse for you. It was like here, and then there was like a center area, and we came in at the bottom somewhere. So if that is correct, we came from this way. We want to pretty much just continue the same direction.
All right. Let's try it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Unless something else waylays us, that would be the way it should
You can
work.
always go
Right.
inside and ask the Chronomancer.
We're going to ask
No, I don't want to do that.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Let's try
All
it.
right. Fine. Let's go. Everybody in. Check the hatches.
You go.
Close the hatch. All that stuff. Yep.
Okay. You go out.
Yeah.
And come back to the same spot. You go around and you see that you're in an area where the Chronomancer's tower is.
Shall I go ask inside? Let me go ask him. Let me go ask.
If you think that's the best course of action.
Unless you want to just keep trying
Can you
random
sense
points.
anything? No, I mean,
The only course.
can you sense anything?
I can't,
from
and
here?
I can't sense salvation.
Okay. Okay.
I'm having a hard
Power
time sensing
allocations.
salvation from in here.
Jacques,
What?
what the power allocations look like right now for the ship?
They're allocated. I put them on speed for you.
Oh, can I dampen the crystal? Because when we came in last
Yep.
time, we dampened the crystal. I'll dampen the crystal and we'll try again.
Yep.
All right, I'll do that.
All right.
Okay, dampen the crystal.
Say when.
Dampening the crystal. No successes. Can I try again?
No.
Okay.
That would be your result whenever you try right now for that.
Can I use a luck?
Yeah, you can use
I'll
luck.
do that.
Ugh.
2 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You dampen the crystal.
Yeah.
You're taking less damage on the hull.
Let's try and go now.
All right. Punch it.
What speed?
Top speed.
Okay. Do you have the percentage of the astral crystal?
I do not have that.
I have that actually. So you're down. You're now going to track it. Ready? You're down to
Okay.
94%.
That's in tank 2, right? Or is that just total?
Just total of everything.
Okay. 50% is goals still, so it's
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
We come back to the same spot.
fine. Oh, damn.
I'm still seeing the tower. Same spot.
All right, now I go ask.
Fine. Land.
I go.
Okay, you still take some damage. You're not taking full damage for the first time, and then I'm going to give you for the last time, which is less. So 6, 9, 15, 18 damage. That's to the shields.
And when
Wasn't
we're
there
on
a
the tower,
wasn't there a place we could park this ship where we weren't taking damage?
You park it, and again, you're taking low-level damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go inside and find the chronomancer. I'll ask him.
Okay, you park the ship. You dock. You get out.
Yeah.
You alone?
Leave me alone.
Okay. You walk in, and you can go down. You can go up.
I go to the food place.
You immediately, by the way, feel the presence
Good
of the diamond. It's like you could just like feel it. So powerful.
Okay.
You go up.
Yeah.
You walk up to the top level before you get onto the roof, and you see it's just an empty table.
I don't see him around. Any trace? Detect magic? Can I do detect magic? Magic aura? Magic?
You detect magic, and everything just goes.
Yeah. That was obvious. Okay. If I dampen the crystal again, that could be fun. I look in the other levels to see if I can find them.
Okay, you travel down through all the levels. You go all the way to the bottom where the hatch is, and
Mm.
then you go everything in between. You do not see
I walk by the diamond.
anybody. You go where?
By the diamond.
Okay, you go to the diamond. You open the door. The door is unlocked. You open it up. You go inside. You see the diamond is floating, and then there's that huge pit below it.
Where is he? He's not here. And what's in the pit? Do I see anything in the pit?
Just darkness.
I go back to the ship. I tell him I don't know where he is. Go back there. He's not here.
All right. Well, this place is crazy to me. I don't know. We're no close to getting out of here. As far as
I can try and dampen the diamond again, but it didn't work so well the last time.
I don't think that's it.
But I am a little older, a little wiser, so.
I think.
What do you think?
I'm gonna try to use my aura sight and see if there's any place on the outer reaches of this that look like they're different from, like, the outer sphere of this area. Just one place look like it's different.
From this distance, you look around. I imagine you've also been looking outside the windows a couple times too.
Yeah.
With that combined information, you see no difference.
Doesn't appear to be any difference in the bubble. I was hoping maybe we could find a piece that was weaker that we could push through, but I don't know. Last time I was in here, I had a similar issue. I just repeated the same thing over and over again.
When we reset, does the astral crystal does that reset too, or?
It did not reset this time.
The astral crystal is immune to the effects of the.
Take 25 experience points.
Okay, so let's. Should I try and dampen the diamond again? Want to try that?
What happened last time you dampened the diamond? It's a chronomantic.
I created a sort of delay, so there was a bunch of copies of me behind me.
Is that what we're gonna get
Was
again?
that helpful?
I don't know, but maybe it'll. I don't know.
I was just wondering. It's a fascinating thing. I mean, I've never heard of such a thing.
All of a sudden, you hear,
Who is it?
"Oh, hey,
Can you help us out? We're trying to get out.
Wexel.
you're already outside.
We're trying to get on the other side of the storm, not towards the big crystal.
So just fly away.
Reset us here.
It's just lightning."
No. We went to the storm, then it put us back in this spot. It reset us.
We're in some kind of loop.
It's a loop.
You're in a time loop.
Yes, we're trying to get out of the storm and out of this loop. Yes.
That's weird. I mean, the mountain does have a lot of unusual like time fractals that happens. That's annoying. But usually, if you fly, through it pretty quickly, it's not really a problem.
We flew through it very quickly, like using space technology. Crazy stuff.
That's
We just
strange.
ended right back here in the exact same spot again.
Wait, space technology? What does that mean?
Yeah,
is
we're
that?
obviously from your future, friend.
You tried to do it at 10, right?
You're from my future. You are?
Yeah, this is a spaceship. Look at it.
Looks like an airship.
It's made for traveling through the astral.
Should we try and star path there, maybe? Or is
Cool.
that? But if we're caught in a loop, we're just going to eat away at our stores. So
Yeah.
We're continuously taking damage from the storm. too,
Yes.
as well.
is there any way to stop that?
Do you have any idea on how to stop the lightning from damaging our ship?
Yes.
No, I feel like you're having different problems than like I'm familiar with. It's weird.
Okay. So we can try and star path out
All right.
towards salvation, but I'm having a hard time reaching salvation, so I can try and reach salvation. Can I try and can I try and reach salvation?
For yourself?
Yeah. No, just like star path. See if I can reach it, like star path.
You're having trouble detecting salvation.
Okay, so I can't
you
even. I can't do that.
Perhaps if with Wexel's help we could go to where he is. I mean,
Because where I am,
technically,
you're
Take
right
us
next
back.
to me.
yeah. I mean, but in whatever timeline you
Is the-
are currently.
Is the time loop being caused by the diamond? Could that be possible?
Are you asking him?
Yes.
I mean, a diamond is a source of a lot of time fractals. Yeah, 100%.
Would you be able to stabilize it for us so we
No.
can get through?
Well, I can affect it. I mean, but it's not really stabilizing it.
So can you affect it so it doesn't reset us? So we can just get through the storm.
Unfortunately, I don't know. I can change.
The last
things.
time I touched it, I got a little messed up, if you remember.
I do remember that. I can only really adjust it. It's like the light's always going through it in a sense. I can always only adjust it different ways. But I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what. I think that you're experiencing something that I'm not experiencing.
That could be, yes.
Yeah. So I don't.
You want to experience it with us and come with us and see if it resets and then experience it with us? We'll just end up right back here. And then you'll have experience what I had
Yeah,
experience.
you should come with
I
us.
want to.
Let's
but
do it.
I will.
Let's go.
Well, I'm not. I'm not entering the ship because I'm not supposed to leave the tower.
Oh.
I know.
Stereo would be very mad. He told me about all this stuff. He said, Wexel, if you leave, you're going to cause all sorts of trouble. So I said, okay, I'll stay here. He said, I'll have my time. It's not now.
Well, that doesn't help us at all.
Unless we go like really quick and we come right back. And
I
then
mean,
he
it's
wants
been
to-
Well,
really
that's
quick.
what'll happen.
Yeah.
So it's
We should try it.
The last time we tried it, we
ended up right back here.
Like,
So
we just it took 4 seconds and we were back
Yeah.
where we started. Yeah.
Let's try it.
let's do it.
Get on board.
Okay.
Good sir.
All right.
He gets on
Here
the
we
ship.
go. Close the hatches. Take off. Do it again.
Okay, so you guys, You see, you're in the cavern,
Excellent.
and you're just deciding whether you want to walk past this protection seal or.
I want to walk around it.
Can we detect which type of crystal it is in the symbol?
Diamond.
Diamond powder.
Yeah.
Diamond dust.
Yeah.
Diamond dust.
Wow.
I think we need to walk around this. I mean, at least don't mess with it just yet. I mean, we haven't got a magic user with us, so I mean, it would have been handy if one of them had come. But I think for now, we just need to walk around and just see what else is in this area. If we have to cross it, we'll cross it then.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we try
At
to
least
follow
let's
around?
have a look around first. I mean, it makes sense for us to. We'll put a marker here, and we can walk around, see if we can figure out how big this place is, and see if we can find out what's in here. But we need to be quiet. Very quiet.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay, so you guys start trying to outskirt the circle of it. Start circumventing it. It's just darkness past where his lantern is, so you just can't see what's in the center. Your dark vision goes to your light vision goes to low light vision goes to a point. You guys circumvent it to the right or the left. Doesn't really matter so much. Just which way you want to go.
What's to the right? Does it look the same?
It's
We
the same.
can't see the. Okay.
Del,
gonna go to
you're
the-
leading.
Yes.
Well, we'll just go to the right.
Okay, you start making your way. As you're going, you're noticing that very slowly, because the mountain is pretty big, you're seeing that like spokes on the wheel, you're walking past these other tunnels. And you keep going, and maybe another 5 minutes of walking through it, you could pass another tunnel, and it just keeps going and keep going.
The cavern that we're in, are we getting the sense that it's a big circle?
Yeah.
And the spokes come... All roads lead here.
Yeah,
Do we get a sense that it's
on this
like
level at least.
Does it feel like it's almost like clock-like? Like each tunnel is like a marker of a certain.
Hard to say.
Like are they equidistant from each other?
You're not sure. So big that you haven't been paying attention till now.
I think we start keeping track of that.
Okay. Start
Just in case.
measuring the distance between the tunnels.
How do you do this?
Count steps.
Yeah.
With your what? Count your steps?
We count the steps.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll take some time, but you can definitely count your steps. Okay, so you guys go through it. You start counting your steps through the whole way. You feel after about 15, 20 minutes, seeing a third one, that you're roughly the same amount. You can't say if it's exact because that's a very hard thing to tell, but you do feel like that you are close enough to say that they might be close to being the same.
And they each look identical.
They do not look identical, no.
Oh, they don't. Okay. How
No.
do they differ?
Every single one is just broken in a different way.
Does it look like something's come like a bit of term burrowed into it and then broken through into the wall? So it's like something's drilled itself through into here and then it's exploded through and then it's got in.
You have no way of knowing that.
Okay.
So that's a very specific...
Based on the rubble, does it look like it's like all the rubble's facing inwards then? So it's like something's come from the outside and come in. So it's like the piles of rubble from the tunnels are all inside this cavern.
You believe the rubble is on the outside. Not that believe. The rubble is on the outside. So something is broken outward. You can take 25 experience points.
Can I use my soul vision in here?
Yeah.
To look all around?
Yeah.
I use my soul vision.
Your soul's everywhere.
There are souls
Whoa.
everywhere.
Yeah. Take 25 also.
Soul vision.
You got that soul vision.
You got that soul.
How far does the top of the cavern go up? Can we tell with the light?
Higher than you can see.
Higher than we could see.
And the souls are kind of just floating around everywhere.
I don't like that.
Do I recognize the... So the souls don't
Tim?
look like...
They got you.
What?
Excuse me, Tim.
I'm a soul over here. You're a soul over there.
How long you been here, you son?
Can I communicate with them?
Can you? What do you want to do?
I try to speak to them.
You try to speak to them?
Yes, I try to speak like telepathically.
Okay, so you
speak
try...
with
Hello!
Yes.
Hello!
And welcome to Soul Phone.
You gotta remember she doesn't
Brought
have a
to you
mouth,
by...
so
Press a number of the movie you want to see.
Brought Press the number of the soul you want to see.
How do you feel about James Brown?
Press 1 for Ayana. Press 2 for Thraxis. Press 3 for Dell. Why don't you just tell me the number that you pressed?
Yeah.
Okay, so
awesome.
you see a soul, and they're all different sorts of species as well.
I was gonna say, are they recognize? Do I recognize them? Types of species?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I would like to speak to a soul.
Okay, pick a species.
Elves.
Racist. Okay, so you talk to the elf.
It's always the elf.
It's a no-win situation.
Yes, you're right. No matter what you said, you chose a species. Okay. So the elf kind of looks past you and is looking at something, but there's nothing you see that it's looking at.
I try to speak with it.
He looks at you.
Hello.
I see you.
Where are you?
Somewhere in between.
In between. I'm Ayana of Andaria.
I don't remember my name.
I'm sorry.
I was going somewhere.
Traveling? On foot?
No. I walked through a gateway. Now I am here. But I am somewhat incomplete.
What type of gateway? Who? Where are you from? What's your home planet?
A planet? What is a planet?
What realm are you from?
What realm do I flop?
Whom do you flew?
With a Flugelschlug.
I flop in my home whenever I can.
Flop here, flop there, flop everywhere.
Did you flip today?
Well, I frequent flopping. What?
You guys are like, what are you talking about? She's like talking to a spirit. Flip flopping, flip flopping, flop.
Okay, so you flop and fluke.
You flipped and you fluked.
Fluke gateway.
I didn't say I flooped.
You don't remember where you're from? You went through a gateway from where? Where was the gateway?
The realm I live in is Epis.
Epis. Where is Epis?
It is... Where is it? It is behind me.
What is it?
It's where I live.
Is it a realm of light? A realm of physical land?
Of light?
It's a
No.
realm of light? What is it a realm
It
of?
is my home. It is a large land of... A large, massive land, I suppose. A continent, someone might say.
What is your star system?
My star system.
Yeah.
Are you Robert Spataro?
Are you Galileo right now?
Are you blowing an NPC's mind? Sir,
I'm from another time.
you're not going to believe this. Hello, I'm selling oranges. Sir, you're not going to believe this. I'm from
another timeline.
I'm from another timeline. What? I'm sorry, sir. Let me move on. You there, shopkeep. What are you doing? I'm selling blades, sir. I have some information for you. I'm from another timeline. What?
Why are you selling those blades? Where is Epis?
Classic.
Classic Spataro.
Oh, I miss playing with him.
His memory lives on.
I really do too. Epis. Who is your leader there?
My leader, well, there are many who call themselves leader or kings where I'm from.
Is there a sun in your sky?
Yes.
Only one?
Yes.
How many moons?
Oh,
If
there are three.
any?
There are 3 moons.
3 moons.
Is that the right amount?
Let me just edit. I will be right back. Yes. Epis, it seems to have 3 moons and 1 sun.
Am I required to answer these questions to continue?
Yes. We're trying to...
So you are a gatekeeper.
I believe we're at a gate. A gate where we could possibly help you cross through.
may I cross?
I don't know how to do that. I think we need more information.
Something is stopping me.
What? What does it feel like?
It feels like I'm being pulled in two directions. I cannot return. I cannot go forward. Or stop right there. You guys go through the 1% down on your arcane crystal.
Does Chronomancy Guard help us? I have Chronomancy Guard.
It does.
Yeah, I have that.
It helps you versus chronomancy.
Yeah, I have that.
Whenever you want to use it.
I use it when we try and go through.
Okay.
Yes.
You come
You
back.
travel through, everybody else doesn't.
I'm in space!
Why do I keep doing this?
Wow. That was the best use of that skill. You arrive back in, and you see Rexel's just grabbing his head. Oh no, this isn't okay. What's happening?
We're back.
He's like grabbing his head, and he's like in like
And
turmoil.
If you notice, our fuel has gone down, and that didn't reset, but we did.
Are you telling him?
Yes.
He's not even looking at you. He's like, "What are you talking about? I can't even open my eyes right now."
What's fuel?
Concerning, isn't it?
What's is it fuel? What's a fuel?
Our lantern.
Feel good, men?
Our lantern juice. Our lantern juice.
Lantern juice?
Yes.
You get it.
You mean oil?
Yes, our oil. Our oil.
Why are we talking about oil?
Because our torch
Wasn't
reset,
affected
but our
by the
oil
time
wasn't
loop.
reset. Wasn't reset.
Why would a torch reset?
The ship,
Why would
the
we?
ship is the torch. Why would we reset?
We're resetting.
What? He passes out.
He throws up.
Yes, 100% he throws up.
This is going well.
Oh my god.
I love that they tell you that he's like losing his mind, and you add in torch juice.
Torch juice.
What can I say
That's
to
what
make
really
you
makes
feel
it throw
insane?
That's it. That's what I wanted.
While you're going through a breakdown of sorts.
That's what I was going for.
Torch shoes.
I wanted to take this seriously.
He's passed out on the floor.
Well, at the very least, he now understands the predicament they're in, and
Oh, yeah,
believes that
he's in clear. He gets it. He gets it. When you said torch juice, you really brought
It really
home.
clicked. It really brought it all together.
Yes.
I got it now.
The name of this episode is now Torch Juice.
Say what you want. He knew what I meant.
Well, clearly.
Yes.
Clearly.
So Spro.
Reminded
how
of
do you like
college.
being on a ship full of wisdom?
Torch shoes.
Oh my God! Last time I drank George Juice.
All right, can we wake him up? Let's wake him up.
I try to wake him up.
Oh boy.
Worst doctor ever.
I try to wake him up.
How long's it been out for? 6 seconds? Wake him up.
Wake him up.
Torch Juice.
Pour some,
Wake up. Hey, Torch Juice.
pour some astral crystal in his face.
I feel like everyone's just saying Torch Juice to me.
I'm gonna
Okay, so you wake him
Come
up.
on, wake up.
He sits up. He goes, "Oh my God, I'm seeing too many things right now. There's so many different realities. Oh, which one is this one?
the right one.
That's where we're trying to figure out.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Any ideas?
You got to get us out of here.
I have no ideas. I have too many ideas.
What's the first one that comes in your mind? Go.
Whoa.
Lightning round. Lightning round. Lightning round.
Lightning?
Lightning round.
All of a sudden, you hear outside the ship. He goes,
No
"Oh,
lightning round. No lightning round.
No lightning round. Take it back.
Opposite of lightning round.
The lightning is already around." You see the lightning going.
The healing round. The
It's like-
healing
it's
round.
like circling the
The
ship.
healing round.
He passes out. Again, lightning is around the ship and begins to strike the ship.
Jeebus.
Torch shoes
Amazing.
begins to flood the ship.
11, 18, 19, 21 damage to shields.
Park
Or
us.
to the hull.
Park us back at the tower.
Is that what you do?
You want to go back down to the tower?
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Obviously, he has some kind of control over what actually
Yes.
happened here within the space. So we really need to get him to get us either out of here or perhaps even to where he exists.
Yeah.
I mean, if
So right now
even-
he's passed out. He's not conscious.
Right.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna heal him with my healing aura, and hopefully it'll keep him, bring him
Should I-
back.
Should I run his pockets?
What? Why are you gonna
You're gonna
steal from
rob
Loot
him?
him. Wow.
No, I'm gonna get down and I'm just gonna place my hands on his chest and I'm gonna.
let him-
my
let him do his
healing
thing.
on him.
Okay, you heal him. He's not hurt, and you're not healing his mind. That's what you discover after about a minute of doing so. He seems to be in turmoil still, but he's not conscious.
All right.
Is there a way that I feel like I can stabilize him using psionic energy?
Do you have any sort of? Give me a skill that would be appropriate for this.
I mean, I have like a ton of psionic energy. Let's see here. I have Iron Mind, but that usually only works for me. Is there a way that I can try to project that Iron Mind to him and stabilize him?
No, you need to give me a skill that at least reads somebody's thoughts or something. Show me a way that you can like penetrate his mind and do what you're asking.
Okay, let me look at my thing and let them do what they want to do.
What do you guys want to do?
Should we park? Should we put it back? What do you think?
Yeah, I guess so. If we don't have any, further clue
When
on how
he
to get
passes
out
out,
of here.
does not the lightning? Does the storm ease up at all, or
No, it's still going.
still going? Maybe I'll try and dampen the amethyst again. This time I'll call in some mimics and we'll try it together.
I mean, we're just wasting fuel now.
Yeah, I'll bring me back to the amethyst.
Okay, so you go there
Where's the amethyst?
at the tower.
At the tower.
All right. Yes.
You go to the tower. You're dampening the crystal using mimics.
Oh yeah, I'll use echoes. So I'll summon
Echoes.
3, so 4 of us, and then we'll all...
Go ahead. We'll do what times for it.
2 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It dampens it a little bit. Not more than you've seen before. You can wait the 30 seconds and try again if you wish, or something.
I guess I can wait the 30 seconds. I'll dismiss them so they don't eat into my concentration.
Okay.
And then I'll do it again in 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
3 successes.
You have 2 dice. How'd you get 3 successes?
I have...
Times 4 each one.
Oh, so 3, 6, 9, 12.
12 successes.
The last time was...
Oh, okay. So last time you failed because you
Yeah.
didn't know. So they all come out. The crystal goes. It kind of floats.
Okay.
And you see it like floating off of the tower.
Does the storm stop?
The arcane storm seems to be changing, but at this very moment, 3 seconds after you've done it, nothing happens. It's floating. The crystal is floating away. So if this was
So
it,
I run back
She's
to
doing
the
this
ship. Let's go!
Okay. All right, everybody in. Let's go.
Let's give it a try.
Should we leave him here?
you on the
No,
ship?
bring him with us.
Wexel, I
We
guess
leave him here. We throw Wexel.
Oh.
We throw Wexel out leave him on the thing.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you throw Wexel on the porch
Yeah,
of the
On the porch
tower.
of the tower. Yeah.
You ring the bell, at least make sure.
Put a note on him.
There's no bell.
Nobody
Okay.
else can see us, so he'll be fine.
Okay, so you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave him on the doorstep.
Oh my
And
god.
you fly through, take another point off of your
Right.
astral crystal.
Got it.
This time, when you usually would just appear back, you do not. And you also see that the nebula is parting and dissipating.
Cool.
And when you're out pretty fast. As you're flying,
The star path there.
you're outside of the nebula, and you see the whole nebula is starting to like dissipate.
Wow.
Hmm.
Uh-oh, we broke the trap.
Amazing.
Let's get this back.
Let's get this out of here.
Can you
before
sense
whatever's
where
in there gets
salvation
out.
is? Now?
Can I sense salvation?
Yes.
The star path there. Let's
All right,
go.
That's what we're doing.
Okay, so
Hit
you link into the crystal that's aboard your ship.
Yeah.
And you link it to salvation, and you try to attempt the star path there.
2 successes.
Okay. So you guys are talking with a soul. What do you want to do?
Do I see her
If he wakes up, he fixes it.
talking to a soul? what do
You
I
see her
see?
talking to something, but you don't know what. Nothing, it looks like.
Okay.
Would we know because she's telepathic? I think what she does is telepathic. She just
Yeah.
be standing there.
Oh, it's true.
Can I?
That's true. So, well, you know she's talking from her gestures. She has unusual gestures. Like she wants to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
She does this.
Oh well, I'm an Italian tree too, so I'm just like,
Italian tree. Yeah, so she's a prosciutto tree.
I'm
Oh.
yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
We're going to get a
I'm
prosciutto after this,
Thanks.
right?
Yeah.
I have it in my car. I'll be
Know
right.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
I would not be totally
I wouldn't be
so
surprised.
shocked. Yeah.
Yeah, no, me either. There's actually bagel mozzarella.
Yeah.
Am I able to
Yep.
read their minds? Read the mind of this elf? I mean, I have read minds, but can I?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I read his mind.
Okay. Do you have a check for that? Do you have a skill for that? I guess I asked.
Yes, I have the skill. For
Okay,
that.
so
It's a
just
spell.
It's a spell.
so roll that. What's it off of? Will,
Will.
or so roll will check.
One success.
Ask me one question.
Oh, actually, no, two.
Ask me two questions.
Are they from Zir?
Are they from Zir? Interesting question. No. Take 25 experience points though.
Nice.
I'm gonna say. I'll say nothing.
What Read Minds does, Tony, is you can detect the surface thoughts of skill number of targets within range.
Somebody's from Zir.
There?
Yeah. Detecting issue. You're doing it like a surface thoughts, is what he just said.
Right, right.
So somebody is from Zir, but most of the people are not. They're from Karen.
Okay. So can I detect the person from Zir? Like, can I approach them as well?
You can't. To approach them, you have to walk through the barrier.
Okay.
They're
I
not. They're
leave
not
that.
right there. You talk to a person who's like right there at the barrier.
Okay. I say, do you remember Karen?
Karen, my home.
Yes, your home.
Yes, I remember it.
Epis is from Karen. Is on Karen?
Yes.
Do you...
I had to clear my mind throat.
Why...
That's disturbing.
Do you remember why you were... Say mind throat?
You did. It's disturbing. I don't like it.
It's.
It's extremely disturbing.
Is it?
A little bit.
I guess so.
It is?
But,
A
yeah.
little
The
bit.
mind throat. I guess it's horror. It's like horror, like land.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was appropriate.
No. Inappropriate.
Continue.
Wait.
You... Okay. Do you remember what happened before you walked through the gateway? Who sent you through the gateway?
Someone sent me through. I do not remember. I was coming with great purpose.
Great purpose. Were you alone?
No. I was with others.
How many?
More than I can count.
Was it a sense of war? Or going to battle of some sort?
We were under attack.
You were under attack.
Yes. Speak louder if you could.
Do you remember who you're being attacked by?
It was something unseen. It becomes clearer as you ask me. Oh. My world was being shattered. The world is being shattered. My home.
Being shattered.
I do not know where my family is. I'm not with them. I saw a portal. I was told to run through.
While you were on Karen, this happened?
Yes.
Is she relaying this to us?
No.
I want to relay to...
You could take a second to say I
Yes.
relayed it. Okay.
I take a second. I relay everything to
Okay.
them.
It's a little bit of a metagame, but yes.
I was going to say when Dan was asking me before that I do say that.
Okay.
Who told him to run through the gate?
Who told you to run to the gate?
I do not recall. Yes,
I think this is the rapture.
Some sort of a wise figure of some sort. Sage.
Sage.
Wizard. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
This feels like it's the rapture. He's a soul from Karen when the rapture was happening. Is he on
There's someone
which part
from
of the barrier
Zir
is he
here.
on?
There's someone from Zir here as well. Are you familiar with Zir?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a planet that's also in this star system which you are a part of.
What is a star system?
It's too much.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You do not offend me.
Sorry, Del. Are you able to see my friends? Del and Thraxus.
I can only see you. I do see you are standing behind a light. It is blinding. If you could remove the light.
Which side of the barrier are they on?
It's on the inside of the barrier.
Is he on the inside or the outside? So they're all on the inside of the barrier?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're inside. So, a sage told you to run through the portal. Were you familiar with this sage? Have you seen him before?
He was
he
someone of great respect.
of your planet?
I believe so, yes. That is what I feel towards this person when I think.
Was he a Kaironite?
Isn't everybody?
I suppose.
While she's doing this,
in some sense.
I want to turn to Thraxus. Okay, Thraxus, I think they're trapped behind the barrier.
Barrier?
The barrier that's on the ground.
Oh. Hold on.
They're trapped. They're trapped there.
So this symbol is
be-
keeping them trapped inside.
Yeah, maybe they are.
I want to use my arcane vision.
Okay.
0 successes.
It's okay. In the latest versions, you can just basically tap it to use it. You just kind of just use the wit and just use it. So you activate your arcane vision, and you look around. You don't see an arcane energy. I'll allow you to at least detect that there is some sort of energy here, but it's not arcane. Or better said, maybe there's elements of arcane energy in the air, kind of like they're also just mixed in with this, but there's no arcane. There's no really arcane source happening in this area.
Okay. I want to go to the barrier and just reach. See what happens.
You can kind of feel the glow of the barrier. There is kind of like a tension there, but you can seem to pass through it. It's kind of like putting your hand in like sunlight.
Oh. There's no resistance, though.
No.
This is diamond dust, Thraxus.
What does that mean?
Diamonds are associated with time, chronomancy.
Maybe they're trapped. Maybe this is trapped at this point of the rapture. Or
They're being
if,
attacked.
if you said there was Zaire, because I mean, if what I'm reading from what you've said, Ayana, is that maybe these souls are trapped here from when the rapture happened. And you know how we know from our history that the Red Knight was sucking the souls to himself and to Andaria, and what's happened is that something else has captured them here and is holding them. It's like they're source of power. So the Red Knight destroyed Karen, sucked all the souls out of it. Maybe these ones here were siphoned off to the side through the portals he's talking about. And then I've put this time barrier up here. Because we did work out that this area is and isn't outside of our own timeline. So maybe this is a time barrier that's trapping these poor souls here. They can't move on, they can't move back, they're just stuck.
Okay.
It's a lot to take in, I know.
I mean, I don't know how to react to this now. We're looking for something that creates astral crystal, and we seem to have found some kind of, I don't know, time trap of people who were stuck in the rapture on Karen.
How
What is
crazy
this-
are you feeling?
Me?
Yeah,
I feel okay.
because I'm thinking maybe shift
Take a
your head
little-
through and just see if there's if you put your head in there, if you see something different.
I like that.
I kind of want to ground.
I've got a rope.
Bit.
I'll tie a rope around you so you can start.
The good old tie a rope.
The old.
The old
Tie a rope.
All right.
Yeah.
How many times?
How many times?
Yes. Oh, my day, I tied many a rope.
All right. Tie a rope around me.
Let's throw a rock in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
while
stick
you're
my,
at it.
I'm gonna stick my head in for 5 seconds. You pull me out. Okay?
You got it.
Start getting some answers.
I don't know if we'll find anything, and maybe Ayana might need to do it because she's got this whatever disability she's got is. But what's the worst that could happen? Dot.
If only you could see his face right now. Richard's smiley face.
Thanks, Richard.
All right. Let's do this. Tie me up.
They tie you up. You lean your head in.
What do I see?
You feel.
Do I just see his head?
No, you still see him. You still. It's like he's just doing it over something on the ground.
Okay.
And you feel like the warm light of whatever this is. That's the best way to explain it. But you're not able to the barrier is far. So remember, her conversation is not somebody through a barrier right here in front of them. It's about a 25-foot depth. You're having a conversation.
Oh.
That's why when you heard I said somebody from Zier, they're much further than that. So you're not even able to have that conversation.
So the barrier is 25 feet thick.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm gonna have to do a little walking here.
And in the barrier, you see this constantly. There's remember it's described it to you like a it's not just diamond in no pattern. They're just intricate patterns, kind of like
Symbols.
sound patterns. You ever see when you do sound on
Yes.
sand?
Yeah.
So it's like there's patterns of the diamonds.
Okay.
Cymatics.
I don't think we've got to be careful. We don't want to disrupt this because this could be protecting them. It could be holding them. I don't know.
Wait, are the patterns changing as we're standing there?
No, they're static.
Just.
It's
the dust is loose.
It's like I have a picture in front of you, and it's just right there, and it's just happening around in a circle.
Same
I
picture.
don't think it's
It's
protection,
like a
no.
pattern, like moving, however the pattern goes.
I do think that this area, it's holding these souls here, but I don't know for what purpose. I don't know if it's a good or a bad purpose. I just think that they're being held here, and at the point of the rapture, which would be an incredibly traumatic experience for them. So I don't. I'm wary to interrupt it and to open it because I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I wish we had one of our magic users here.
I want to try to. Maybe if I can ground into this area,
Oh.
maybe I can get a little more
give
of
it a go.
sense.
There's no harm in trying.
Give me the rope. Tie the rope around my branches.
The rope saves us from
The rope
everything.
saves us
It's
from
great.
everything.
Curses, chronomancy, rope. Don't worry.
I go to.
Don't leave home without.
If only shopkeepers knew how valuable it really
Oh,
is.
man.
Don't tell them.
No,
It makes you feel good.
I should be selling this for 1,000 gold.
I put the circle of protection around me,
Okay.
and then I ground
Okay. In the area,
in the
Christian?
outside of the barrier,
so not touching the barrier.
not touching the barrier. No,
Okay.
I was going to say
So nothing
you
happens.
use
Same thing as
protection
before?
across
nothing
over.
happens.
Same experience before.
I go. Can I go under the area? Like if I'm under the ground, can I go through the barrier, but under the ground, not crossing the barrier underneath it, not.
She sticks her tree toes.
Yeah.
Tree
My
toes.
tree toes
I never thought that anyone would utilize tree toads as much as.
Much, right?
I mean,
Never saw
toes
that
are
coming.
really important.
Tree toes.
So the barrier is not on a two-dimensional plane. The barrier is basically a sphere.
Okay.
So you doing that would permeate the barrier. So if you're trying to not permeate the barrier, you know that you will. Although
I'm going to permeate the barrier.
Yeah, but that barrier is, again, 25 feet thick.
Okay, I permeate the barrier just to get a sense.
Are you walking into the barrier?
I put my toes in.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm grounding in.
So you ground into the barrier and just feel light, and that's it.
Does the light feel familiar? Does the light feel Andorian?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I relay that to Thraxis and
Okay.
Dell.
Now you're grounding?
Can you-
You're just kind of
Yes.
slivering. You're grounding.
I'm grounding in, yeah.
Okay. You see her body just go tense. And all of a sudden, you're standing somewhere else where you see there's this gate in front of you. What do you want to do? You're
I don't-
alone.
There's nothing around me.
Just a gate.
I don't see it. Just a gate.
Yeah.
And I'm mobile.
You're mobile. This gate spans in front of you, probably about 25 feet across. You could actually walk around this gate if you wanted to.
When you say walk around, do you mean walk along?
You could literally
the
walk
border?
around the gate. No, it's like
Okay.
one gate, 25 feet long. You could literally walk around it if you wanted to.
I walk around the gate.
Okay, you walk around the gate. You're still looking at a gate, and because as you look at the distance around you, it's basically kind of like a mist. No real direction here. There's just a gate. The only way you know where you are is in position to this mysterious gate that's in the center. You're either at the side of it, the angle of it, or one side of it.
I say.
Nothing exists except for the gate.
Gate. Am I able to open the gate?
If you try to open the gate,
I try to open the gate.
try to open a gate, you open it up. You come back, all of a sudden,
Oh boy.
you get waved and knocked over to the ground as all these souls and a continuous rush of energy just passes you. It throws you to the ground and continues, and you can't even move at the all of you. The weight of this energy. And
Them
it's just
too?
yes, and it's just happening out and out and out and out and out and out and out. It keeps going on for minutes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You're unable to just do anything else except view this enormous energy that is being released from this gate. Let's go to you guys. So, so you guys are you arrive in Salvation.
Okay.
No.
Yo.
We should
Land.
probably get them
Land.
get them on the radio and let them know we're not Karenites, please.
Yeah.
You communicate in.
Yeah.
You do so, and they allow you to land in Salvation. You land down.
I open the thing. Get this unloaded now.
Careful, we gotta make sure we
be
don't
careful.
expose it
2
at all.
tanks of astral crystal. Please unload it. We have to get this off and we have to return back. There's still people there. Or whoever's listening to me when they see
Okay,
it.
some soldiers are there, and they're kind of like start rushing to the ship and try to like empty it out.
What was the superior's name? Remember his name?
Delward.
Who
I'm
gave-
sorry. Bertram.
What? Retrieve Bertram.
This is a Caddick's son.
Yes.
Bertram.
Lord Bertram.
Hartford.
Retrieve Bertram if you can.
Sir, of course. So some soldiers go away. You guys kind of stand there on the ship. Some mechanics come up and they just start to look at the ship.
Supervisor.
And he goes, "Be careful, be careful. We need more scrap metal and stuff. I ripped out some of the seats and stuff." You see some fighters are in the sky. They're kind of flying near, thinking that you might be like an enemy. But you see, they've apparently been called off, and they kind of just like pass by. Time passes.
Can I
Yeah.
do an investigation check here and to
Yes.
see how like different things are here from where I'm from? So,
Okay, things feel different, for sure.
Like is everything in different places? Like everything feels the same, but it's different.
No, everything is slightly different. All little things. You can choose for yourself which is different out of the infinite verse around you.
Very interesting. Just wandering around the bay, like looking at things.
Okay.
Do they drink food and eat drinks?
Yes, that's the difference.
Oh my god.
Everyone has banana hats.
I can't drink my bread.
No, no.
This is the universe that Dan was living.
Perfect universe.
Why is no one wearing banana hats? It's weird.
Man.
Yes. Is Bertram arrive yet?
So you do see in the distance that Bertram is walking up. Next to him, you see is Raphael.
I meet them when they walk.
Okay.
Me too.
And next to him, you see is Two Mage.
Cool.
And they're all walking. And they're walking with purpose.
I work with puppers too.
Okay. It seems like you could tell they have information for you. Like there's obviously whatever has happened since you've been gone. And as they're walking forward, you see him like nod to you and like it's like say something to him, and all of a sudden you see like on the corner of your eye is something bright. And everyone in Salvation just looks over.
Oh,
And you see a
man.
light go,
Oh, man.
and that's where we end the episode.
Oh, my God.
That was amazing.
Awesome.
That is the end of the episode, guys. What do you think's happening? That was an interesting one, guys. We're going to the after show in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. This was episode 7, Fate Part 2. Was it Fate?
Oh my god.
Yes.
We don't know. Yes. The answer is yes.
Yes.
We'll see you guys in
What
3
did you
minutes.
do?
Don't go anywhere. Good evening and welcome to the after show. This is the Engine Room. I'm joined by Scro. This is the Scrony Show, and we're going to talk about everything that happens, you know. And it happens in this episode, guys. It was Season 2, Episode 7, Fate Part 2. Scro, I don't think you've ever done one of these, right?
No, I've never had the pleasure.
You now have the pleasure. And I think, I want to say, I think if anything, this is the greatest time for you to do one of these because you
It's
really...
so simple.
No, that's not why.
Oh, okay.
No, because you have, like, taken the bull by the horns this episode.
It was necessary.
100%.
I felt like it was necessary, and the fate of our characters, the fate of the story.
So take us
Fate
through
Part
it. What
2.
do you,
Well,
what do you think it means?
What do I think it means? I have no idea, but I know that, my character was tasked with this very important mission that clearly so much relies on this astral crystal. We had to get it back. So for me, that had to be the priority, and escaping that storm that we in had to be the priority. So that for me, that's the fate. That's like we had to get this done. I also feel like the opening of this gate and this energy release that we just witnessed, something about that also screams kind of fate to me.
That's
to me.
That could
Something about the soul.
that
could be
careening from one end of a
I may be reaching into left field with this one, but I
Perhaps.
feel like there's some sort of significance
Soul,
about that
fate.
soul light that was released. It may
something-
play some part.
Anytime you can feel
but the
like
astral
and
crystal is
see this wave of energy from another place
Yeah.
so far away.
Then that.
I mean, we
as
can-
you
as long
do,
as
you can see it.
whenever you see
as
energy.
one
you release
does,
the
as
soul.
one does.
I mean, that
yes.
was impressive where we were. I mean, we don't know where it came from out in game, but I mean that was amazing. So that's fate right there.
Can we make a roll to be like, oh, what did they do? Roll to see if we have like any suspicion. Like, what did those sons of
What, like
guns
you can
do?
talk,
man.
like, to talk
I am
about
not
it?
going to
Like, the
answer any
direction we
questions.
came from, and then
Nope.
they're coming from that direction.
Yeah, do we know that it
Too
came
juicy.
from that direction?
Too juicy. It's like
You
holding.
can't-
It's like holding that like that pomegranate.
Yeah.
And it's like right here.
Pomegranate.
And it got like it's like ready to like
Open
burst
up.
with juice. And if you just touch it, it's gonna give you juice. And then you pick up a torch and you have more juice because there's juice in the torch.
Do me a
It's
favor,
torch
say it,
juice.
juice 2 more times.
Juice.
Sweet.
Torch juice. So juicy.
So fate. What does fate mean? This, the episode, and it was Fate Part 2. So it was
Yeah.
last episode of this episode. What is it? What does fate have to do here?
I feel like it was
Fated to split your
know
party.
what?
our fate as Star Seekers.
I don't think you're far off. Like we
Yeah.
decided what we wanted to do.
I think we had
and
to do that.
It required a split, and we did what we did what our fates demanded us to do, and
Yeah.
we did it.
Yeah, we all
We each
felt
had our
very
own fate.
strongly about
Yes,
it too.
we
Let's take
There was
let's
no
take
way I
this
was saying
into
that shit.
let's take this into linear progression. You
Sure.
guys were together.
Sure.
You went to the center of the whole thing.
Yep.
And then you split up. You both went different ways, and you both dismantled the entire
Stuff.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
You dismantled the arcane storm,
Right.
and then whatever the mist, the nebula was doing, right? You know it's the arcane storm. You dismantled the mist. You dismantled Wexel,
Yeah.
and on the inside, you guys dismantled the
The gate.
the protection gate.
Did I break Wexel
Maybe.
by making him come with us? Like,
Pretty sure he
come
did.
experience it with us.
Pretty sure he did. He wasn't supposed
Yeah.
to leave.
I think
So-
Serio told him.
Stay here.
See?
I broke him.
Serio told
taking
him,
that.
don't
Taking that
leave.
credit.
You
I
have
helped.
your time.
And he said,
Stay
and he
here.
said, he said, if you leave, it's going to be bad. Like, you should
Yeah.
not leave.
Can I
It's
ask
almost
you
like Serio knows the future.
At least we left him there. It's like we left him there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that made.
Yeah,
everything
after you
better.
took him out.
Yeah.
It was necessary. Well, maybe not, but
The poor man is that he's now fractalized.
I think he'll be all right. But
Okay.
Which
one?
You've been
Which
fractalized
one
once.
of him?
You've been fractalized a million times.
Yes.
I mean,
Yo,
yeah,
fractalization.
so confused. He thought we were imaginary the other time. I mean, come on, like
Zim got over it. He'll get over it. He'll be
yeah.
fine.
Although the how about you come experience it? That was kind of a cool.
Yeah.
What do you think of that dialogue? Like,
was cool.
experiencing different things. How about you don't come experience it with us? Like, that was
Yeah,
like a cool,
I thought it was a great idea to bring him with us. I thought that was hilarious.
yeah.
The people that thought it was like their one mission only to like get the astral crystal back on thought it would be great just to give Wexel a ride. When he
That's right.
explicitly says, "I should not leave."
It's not my
and he
job.
says, "Well, maybe I,
was
should,"
told.
even though
No.
he's like, "Yeah,
It's
come
not
on board."
It's not my job to do Wexel's job.
Right.
It's my job to get the
That's
crystal
it.
back.
That's
No.
on Wexel, totally.
That's
Yeah.
on him.
Wait. We're
That's
not,
not Wexel.
we're not talking about someone doing their job. We're talking about someone being told by the Chronomancer.
That's not my
Right.
problem.
It will be
The
bad.
Chrono-
It's not my
Yeah,
It's
problem.
like,
Yeah.
here it is.
So
Here's
why-
another example of not your problem.
Times
So is it our
Here's a-
fault that we?
here's another
offered him
example.
this,
He
like-
came with us.
like,
He came with
us. He could have said no. We're like,
Are you crazy?
Here's
now?
another example
You're
of a
gonna
problem.
blame
You ready?
Me for him coming.
No,
with
no
us.
way.
Are you kidding?
There's a jail cell in the middle of the woods, and you walk up, and you see that you can press a button and open all the jails.
Right.
And then you open all the jails, and all the prisoners go free. And someone says,
that's
"Was
what
that
they
your
did.
fault?"
No, it depends.
No, wasn't my fault.
That's
Because
not
it's the
like
guard's
what they-
fault.
That's what
depends.
they did.
It's my job to
Not-
get into
not
a
what
prison
we did.
cell.
yeah.
No.
So then, why would I open it if my
Right.
job wasn't?
But
My
we're not
job
talking
was,
about why would you open it.
my job was to get out of here. I don't care how I have to do it. My job was to get back. It's his
open
problem.
the gate that flooded out all the energy and all that stuff.
I love
Somebody
that.
else did
I love that you both, as if there was a grand plan, as if there was a fa'ate or a fate that you guys went out and you dismantled all of the mechanisms.
We
I
did.
mean, it's almost like you're playing hide and go seek and you're all in here and then you don't know what to do and then you split up into two parties and go right to the bullseye and like push the buttons, find the people.
It's amazing.
Because you guys were in the middle and you said, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna leave your asses here and we're just gonna leave and dismantle the nebula, and then you guys dismantle the things, and it was like,
It's amazing.
Yay!
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to happen? Is that what like you were? hoping for?
If I want to give a review last week, dismantle, yippee! That's
I
exactly
think
what it
it's-
was.
So you proud of
Wow.
us?
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
what do you think?
Oh yeah, I'm proud of you.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah, no.
You know, we
souls
were
in the
getting
game.
nowhere altogether, and then we split up, and we seem to have a lot of success. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Lots of success. That's how I
Dude,
explain
I
it.
felt
Lots of success
your
here.
Swiss Army knife.
Pouring success all over.
You know, the
Filled in
crystals,
success.
I felt like if I had
I'm
to be there for
drowning
you,
in
bro.
success. Let me swim out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Left me on the
I don't know,
doorstep
We
of
nailed it.
success.
Great.
Yes, Wexel.
100%.
Wexel
Yeah.
left on the doorstep of
Left on the
success.
doorstep
Well,
of
that's not our not
You
our
know,
job. Our
that's-
job is to get the crystal
right.
back.
Not
That's not
my
our job.
exactly.
Not our
I
job.
agree. That's on Wexel. Okay,
That is not my job.
Nobody held a gun to his head, so
I
you
just
have to come with
offered
us.
curiosity.
We suggested.
That's
because
it.
What do we know? I don't know
The only
about any
thing
of this
stronger than
magic
fear.
things.
Well,
Like, that's not
he also
like,
did tell you like
know,
I shouldn't leave.
That's not.
Yeah.
That's his problem.
To me,
That's
that's
also
like saying-
his problem.
That's like saying you're stuck in a wooden
know-
box.
Oh, I really shouldn't get McDonald's right now. Let me get in the car and go get
Right,
McDonald's.
when I
Like,
offer
what are you
somebody,
doing? Like,
Phil's telling you what he's gonna do and he leaves
like,
here.
right.
absolutely.
You're
Taco Bell,
stuck-
but yes, they're sick.
You're stuck in a box. You're stuck in a wooden box, and you're saying, my job is to get out of the box. If I burn down the entire world, then the box that I'm in is going to burn down, and I can
That's
get
really
out.
extreme.
You guys are the ones who
nobody
opened
What
it.
you did is extreme. You could have.
What we did is extreme.
We?
You freed souls. What are you talking
Wait,
about?
wait, wait,
Get out of here.
We're not talking about
No.
freeing
You're
souls
amazing.
yet. We haven't gotten there yet.
First of all, we need to
The guy who can see through all of time said to Wexel, "Stay here. If you don't stay
And
here,
he didn't.
it's gonna
I think
be
that's
bad."
not our
Really?
fault.
Because you said, "Come on to the ship with us."
He
Then you make him guzzle
he should've
punch
said
you
no.
like he's in a frat house.
Man.
Like
He
he's
did say
pledging
no.
for a
That is
frat
He's a
rich.
house.
chronomancer. He should have
That
said
is-
no. Like,
that's really rich, guys. I mean, like, that's really amazing
Wow.
that you actually like think that what we did is at all like nearly as consequential
no
as what
way.
you did. I
No
mean,
way.
like,
At least we left Wexel
that
there
is
to fix it.
so rich.
I called
That's
him
like,
Frexel.
You guys are like,
Wexel.
you guys are crazy.
Wow.
You guys,
That's
no,
you're insane.
At least Wexel could
I don't
maybe
even
get
know-
the storm going again, but you can't put the souls back in the box. Like, get out of
Right.
here.
How do you know we don't need those souls? How do you know we don't need those souls?
We
What
did,
if
you
that's
couldn't
the
see
point?
from space what you did. Are you
What if
kidding?
that? Well,
You
maybe
see
you're
it across-
supposed to. What
yeah?
if that was the point?
Maybe it was.
What if the two keys? That was the point. You guys had to do that, and we had to do this for
I mean,
that to
maybe,
happen.
but like, look where we are, and look where you are right now. Not
we're
for
there because
nothing.
you left our asses
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You
They're
see what
swimming in
I was like?
success,
Wait a
Brooke.
minute. In
That's
the
right.
eyes,
That's right.
in the eyes of our
That's right.
our governing body, you guys betrayed us,
Failed.
kinda.
You failed.
If you think
Failed
about it, you
what?
failed the mission. And you
Are
guys.
you
No,
gonna
no.
bring this up at the
It's much
friggin'
more-
meeting?
No, but
No,
right,
no.
at this meeting, yes. At this meeting, I will bring
no,
it up.
I don't think so.
Go on,
that.
go on.
Yeah, yeah.
much
Oh,
more
oh,
clear.
I hope the souls of your parents are in
in the
there.
eyes of the
I
governing
hope the
body,
souls of
you
your-
guys went AWOL.
I hope the souls of your families
Yeah.
in there that was just read.
said- see, you
and
said
then when
that.
you
I
see
didn't say
that,
that.
yeah.
No.
And then when you
No.
see that, you're gonna be like,
No.
oh, Mom,
No.
Dad,
Screw what you
hey,
said.
you're back.
You know what I think? I'm sure the Blackwaters are in there.
Oh, great. Bring them back, baby. Bring them back. They were one of the strongest backbones of
Man,
Andaria.
he is savage
Also,
today.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean-
he wouldn't know them if he saw them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Why are we
said.
Oh,
talking
here goes
about
a couple
this?
of guys.
Well said.
Why are we
Well
talking about
said.
this like it's a bad thing? There's billions
Right.
and billions of souls stuck in this prison, and we freed all these souls.
Andarian
now they're
souls.
happy.
It can
Well,
only
feels
be
like
amazing.
Andaria.
Yes,
I'm sure that was.
Well,
Yeah,
Canaanite.
it'll be great. It'll be a good thing.
The rapture came, and a whole bunch of people are trapped.
Maybe it is.
We freed them.
Maybe that is great.
Of course,
maybe
it's
you did
great.
a great thing.
Pretty sure.
I mean,
I think what you guys
assuming
did is great
I think
too.
Is not smart, but maybe you did.
But we did the mission.
And that's great, but we did the mission.
Yeah.
And as far as the people that sent us on the mission, and the
Let's slice
lives
up Wexel's
and what's at
mind.
stake here, which is everything pretty much, and of a whole of Andaria, the whole protection of Andaria pretty much is at stake here. If we don't have these ships powered up, I mean that's like,
And we can
that's
do
what-
that.
That's what we're doing.
We can power up 2
Okay,
ships.
now
Hold up. You're
Do you realize-
all we're saying
overlooking.
is
You're
that
overlooking a detail here.
the detail is that you left
The detail
mission.
that Wexel was
The
controlling
detail is
everything that
you
went
said,
on.
okay, we're gonna not do the mission.
You guys
that
went off
we're
script.
on
You guys went off book.
and do something else. And we
We
said
went
no,
off book.
we
Went
can't
off
have
book.
that.
You
We
took
have
the
to.
book.
No.
We have
Oh
a,
my
We did the
God.
mission.
No, you. Oh, come on.
We did the mission
went
times
off.
2.
You went off. You were
You
off
guys
the
went
rails
totally
on a
off.
crazy train.
Totally off.
Off the rails.
Totally off the
On
rails.
a crazy
You guys
train.
went AWOL. You
That's
guys
what
did
you
the
guys are
court
doing.
martial when you guys
no,
get
no,
back.
no, no,
Okay.
no,
Court
no.
martial when you
No,
guys get
no,
back.
no,
Listen to me.
no,
Listen to
no
me.
way.
You
No
took
way.
Wexel.
If anyone went off the rails, it's Travis.
Oh, yeah?
Because instead
In what way?
1000%.
because like Travis.
Let's see.
and
Completing the mission and getting the job done.
Travis
Yep, check.
and Thaxis have a
Success,
relationship.
success. I hate winning.
Like we have a relationship.
And you broke my heart when you left that ship.
We're friends.
You broke my heart.
and we
okay?
trust each
now
other.
I have to come all the way back for your sorry.
That's how I feel
You
about
don't
it.
have to.
So-
We're just gonna ride the rainbow souls,
be
my
great.
friend.
That
We
would
don't
be
need a ride.
You know what?
We don't need a ride.
Beautiful.
We're riding the
Never.
lightning, brother.
That'd be
We're
beautiful.
gonna ride the
1,000
lightning.
years
I hope
would,
so.
would
I hope so.
Thaxis
That'd be beautiful.
look at Travis and use the back and forth that we have to pull rank. As in, this never.
Well,
never
it was necessary.
And you said, "This is my ship. This is what we're doing. Get off." And I said, "Fine.
yeah.
Goodbye."
Well, it was necessary.
oh man.
And clearly, you were too clouded to see it and too distracted.
No,
by
I was too clouded.
mountains
Dude, don't even
and
argue.
BS.
Don't even argue. We did
Travis-
the mission.
Exactly.
Travis was
There's
clouded.
nothing to
We
talk
did it.
about.
We did the thing.
There's nothing to talk
We're
about.
heroes.
Oh, please.
Okay, we brought back the
Did the
astral
thing.
crystal.
Times 2,
You destroyed
bro.
Wexel.
Times 2.
You destroyed
Relax.
Wexel, a
That's not even
chronomancer.
true. That's ridiculous.
That's not even true.
He's not destroyed. He's not dead.
Oh no,
fine.
no, we just left him on the doorstep.
Yeah. You
Like a
dumped him
dead
at the foot of
dog.
a
He's
tower.
fine. Okay, he's fine.
You also
Let's take a
have to
Did you
keep in mind-
realize?
He's fine.
Let's
He's
take-
got
What
the
he said.
magic. He's fine.
Let's
okay?
take a future
He was
chronomancer.
the magic.
Yeah.
He was
He's
the
fine.
magic.
The current
And then you guys
chronomancer
destroyed
tells
it.
him,
Whatever.
"Don't leave. Let's pull him out of there.
That's his
break his
fault.
mind.
Totally.
Then toss him out
What
of
is,
the
what are
ship."
you, crazy?
Right.
Yeah, let's
You
break
know, I
his
can't-
mind.
I shouldn't have this giant Subway sandwich. But
ridiculous
you know what? You
argument.
offered me a ride to Subway. I guess I'll go get a sandwich.
I have
But
a question. I have a
I have
question.
no
You don't
willpower.
have to go into
I-
Subway and
Exactly.
get a
I don't have to
sandwich.
go into Subway.
Why did
Why did he go to
come with
Subway?
us?
He didn't have to go to
come-
Subway.
You didn't have to come with us.
But if I don't
Right.
say, hey, you want to come to Subway?
That's
he
what I
wanted
asked. I
to
asked
get
if he wanted to go to
nothing?
Subway. And he
What
said
the
no. He
frick
said
is
yes.
that?
He got right in my car. Came with me to Subway.
That's
Got
right.
out.
What do you say? You want
Right.
to stick your
And
head
you know
out the
what? He
window
got
like
a
the
stomachache,
dog?
and it's my fault he got a stomachache from Subway? Get out of here. No.
Yeah.
No.
This is
You know,
ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I didn't make him inhale.
ridiculous.
You know?
When you say,
That's the way it
"Here,
is.
have this," no, I'm not supposed to. But you should have it. No, I gotta stop eating Subway.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
really.
man.
No, my doctor
Eat
said
it.
it's my heart.
Eat it.
That's not what I
Eat
did.
it.
It wasn't that
I
bad.
asked him like
That's
twice. And he was like, "Oh, you
That's
know what? Maybe
exactly
I'll go.
what you
It'll be
did.
quick. It'll be quick. Yeah, it'll be quick.
No, wait,
quick.
no, correction.
Listen,
In this
that-
world, he would drink the Subway sandwich.
True.
You know,
I can't drink it. It's too
It would
hard.
be called
Too hard
Subway
to drink.
Subway shakes.
really, they're just grasping at
Yeah, they are.
straws here. These are just
Wow,
you
such
guys-
minor points.
Unbelievable.
They're trying to
No,
make
seriously.
us look
Heroes.
bad.
Heroes.
Yeah, it's all
Seriously.
right.
Heroes.
Colonel Mentor says
So
this will be bad.
ridiculous.
That's
This is
a sweet.
minor
Chronomancer
thing.
says, stay here, don't do it, don't
Chronomancer's
leave.
advice.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand how it's
I
our
love how they're
problem that he
harping
came
on
with
these
us.
little-
It's like,
You
I don't
didn't
understand.
listen to Serio. You didn't
I
listen
don't
to
care about
Chronomancer.
Serio. I care about
He's
what
on the
Chronomancer told me. I
council.
don't give a crap what he said.
Yeah.
He's
That's not my
in it.
boss.
You're
He's
being
not my boss.
court-martialed.
He's his
not my
boss. He's not my boss.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of
Wowzers.
here.
Okay.
Does
That's
it matter
ridiculous.
though? I mean, like
No.
Wexel is dead.
No, he's
In our
not.
Pretty
time-
much. Pretty,
No, no,
pretty much.
No,
No,
like
no,
later.
no,
He means.
literally. He
Time-wise,
is dead.
timeline-wise.
Yes. But
So-
now, at this point, he's not even...
He's
But-
not even
but-
what in an
But it
on
doesn't
an
matter
imaginary.
because whatever
place.
whatever happened to him right now already happened to him in our
Right.
version.
It was
so
fate.
obviously he did
Did it,
whatever
Oni?
he did and he died.
Fate.
Oni.
It was
It's
his fate.
Oni did
Everything
it.
that
Oni.
happened was
That's
supposed
not
to happen.
really no.
That's
I
what
can't.
you did it.
I
That
can't
is
buy
so
You
that.
guys did your little
1
side
million
quest. You did the
percent
main
bush
quest.
league
Yeah.
to say,
It's good.
I have no agency because whatever happened already happened. That doesn't mean
That's
that
one-
that doesn't mean that the things we
Just
do
'cause you
have
don't
no
like it.
consequence. It just means we've seen the consequences before we took action. Our
Right.
actions have consequences.
That happened in one timeline to him. That's it. There's multiple infinite timelines, and this is
Then there are-
now that
there
his
are
brain is like. Psh,
There are
Shouldn't have got on the
multiple
ship.
timelines
Yeah.
where he
Shouldn't have got in the
didn't get
car.
on the ship.
they just Ginsu'd him up. He was just like,
One
You
Can I
know
ask
how
you a question?
Wexel
was
got a bit
messed up.
crazy. You know how like way back, Wexel went a little bit nuts. Maybe this is why.
"Yep,
And it's got us
Dan
to
and I-
exactly
Dan
Okay.
and I
there you go.
might
This
Well-
is wild magic."
Oh, well, it was meant to be.
Go ahead, say it. You're welcome, Wexel.
You are welcome.
Beta.
You're
Quite
welcome
I'm
for
I'm-
us frying your brain.
Yeah, it's fine.
And if
It
he
was
didn't go
fated
crazy,
to happen.
if he didn't go crazy and do the things that he did, we wouldn't be in the position we are right now.
That's right.
So
it's all his fault.
You could say the ends
all
justify
his-
the means.
Yeah, we did great.
If
Everyone did good.
Yeah. And
There
I
you
will say
go.
one
And we all had
thing.
Subway. It was great.
Okay, no, here's a big one, though.
We all drank a
It
nice.
was like a nice Subway sandwich.
Just think about this. We've just released a battery. Think about how many souls were trapped there. And when you think about it back to when the convergence happened, they did that and all that power went into Andaria and it boosted up all the ancients and gave them a humongous amount of power.
Oh man.
What the hell have we just done? Have we just now recharged all those ancients?
Absolutely.
Have
Absolutely.
we just now
Charge 'em up,
powered
baby.
up
But wouldn't it be
and-
like? Wouldn't it be like ancients from?
Oh, they're gonna love you
someplace
guys.
else?
They're gonna love you
No, but
guys.
wouldn't it?
You're
Not,
delicious.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not.
They're
Pizza,
gonna love you guys.
You're delicious.
Maybe it's ancients from someplace else, like.
Maybe. Who knows what's going to turn up? But my
Maybe
only
it's
concern
not
is
like an
we
end
did-
Maybe it
thing.
could be shooting
Maybe
straight
maybe
to.
it's Kaironite
Maybe it's shooting
and-
straight
maybe,
to.
Maybe
to
that was
the
all
stronghold.
Kaironite power and energy, and now like we're gonna have Kaironite.
Maybe
Maybe it's going
we
to the
destroyed-
stronghold.
We destroyed their whole religion. Maybe we did that.
I don't think so.
and I would be fine.
It's not
with
like they
that,
destroyed
because
someone's
we did.
mind.
Travis's only religion is the luck of the draw.
I mean,
Gamble,
isn't
a
it-
good roll of the dice,
good Rudy Tooty aim and
flip
shooty.
of the coin.
we
You
don't
know,
one
that's
question.
how he gets through.
Is that
life.
how we're going to
That's how it
Andaria,
goes.
or is it going somewhere else?
That's
my
what I was
question.
about to say. You don't know which direction you open the gate. You may have sent them back, which means
Yeah.
that the Kairenites may now all have their souls back.
Yeah, did the direction of the gate opening matter?
Oh,
You know,
Maybe.
No,
that would
all
be
I'm
sick.
asking-
like you're opening them into the future or the past, depending on how you open it.
Yeah, all I'm asking is, like, when they saw this light, Tony, from our perspective, we don't know, but from their perspective, was the power coming towards them, or was it going away from them?
Whose perspective?
From the Salvation's perspective.
Coming towards
Us on
them.
salvation.
Towards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's coming towards Salvation.
hmm
Okay.
Which means it seems.
I don't think that really answers your question, though.
But it
Oh,
seems
no,
like
then-
it would be going towards Andaria then, right?
that's so. Then, if we truly freed the souls of Kairenites,
and now they're all gonna go to Andaria.
yeah, and go back
Is that
into their
good?
bodies,
Yeah.
maybe we just eliminated all vampires.
Yeah.
Whoa! Imagine.
Yeah.
Probably
How
not.
crazy is that? And this poor Wexel.
Tony's giving me that look. He's like, "You
Yeah,
figured it
like,
out, you
no,
son of a."
I think you're
You
way
s-
off with that.
you
You
son of a gun.
sidewinding
I don't
son
think
of
that's
a.
it
It was
at all.
just disappointed look.
Figured it
Yeah.
out.
I'll put it this way: we know that whatever was trapped in there was at the point of rapture. So when the rapture happened, they were told to go through these portals to go safety. That happened. We don't know why it happened. We don't know who created that there. We do believe it was someone from Kairon did that. Maybe it was Alabaster.
Serio. Maybe it was Serio.
It might have been Alabaster, because remember Alabaster went out into the everywhere and created all these different things up. Maybe Alabaster was the sage that they were talking about. Who knows? Or
So
like
you think they just like undid a thing that Alabaster did? 'Cause that would probably be
potentially,
not
or it
good,
might have been there to
That'd
protect
probably
them, to
be bad.
save them. Well, maybe not.
Maybe
I think
he
it's
just
more along the
stored them,
lines
though.
of. I actually think it was more the thing is that it was put there so that all those souls wouldn't have gone to Andaria at that point in time.
Because
So
if
it
they
might have
did,
been
during
to
the
stop it.
convergence, they would have been
Yeah.
eaten, right? They would have been consumed. But now the ancients are gone. There's no one to consume them. So now they'll just return to wherever they were.
Maybe they'll go to Andaria's ego realm, and from there they can be reborn.
They're free.
Yes,
Right.
potentially.
Also,
But it's not just Kairon. It's also Zaire. All those lost. Remember they ages ago, beginning of last season, they
There's
said
one person
that-
from Zia there.
with at least one. But what I'm saying is, it was mentioned at the beginning of one of the seasons that Zaire is an empty world. All the
Yes.
life of Zaire was gone,
It was taken, right?
was taken. What happens if all those souls that were originally lost and now were trapped in this whatever it was, and now they're free to carry on with whatever they were going to carry on with? And that is, you remember, Zaire was also the original Windaria, the original Red Knight, all the original ancients, even Andar was originally from Zaire. So what happens if we've now just freed all those souls and Zaire now could potentially come back? There's a lot of things that happened with that,
yeah.
and we have no answers. And the thing is, we
Speaking
broke
of
a
no
lot
answers,
by accident.
I'm also surprised. You guys, before we landed the ship out on the mountain, you guys were all like, "Oh, we got to find out about the bellow and the creature, and then we also got to find out about the astral crystal."
Yeah, where'd that
and
go?
well, you guys didn't see any of that. You didn't find any of that stuff.
That
We
was
went
my
in search
question.
of that.
I don't know if you could tell us this, but does the bellowing
Fail. That's
have
another fail.
anything to do
Wasn't even the real quest.
with
They failed it.
the circle of protection and the souls? Was that the bellowing that we heard, or was the bellowing something completely different?
If I feel like the answer I'm about to give you, if I say answer straight yes or no,
That's a lot.
it's
That's
going.
a
It's
big-
not going to be the correct answer. You're going to take it in the wrong way. I will tell you that the bellowing is related to that, and I will remind you that you've only seen a small amount of the mountain. The mountain is gigantic. You were on one level, and you while you may have thought it before, you were laughing if I asked him what holes you wanted to go into. That was a
That
very
was a
big
big
question.
decision. Yeah, I could tell.
So I
Yes.
actually, because I wanted to be random at what you chose. You chose that level, and that's what you found.
He chose a smaller of the holes, right? Not the largest holes.
Yeah, you could think of it like
That's
like
right.
like this is the mountain, right? And then he chose like the level where actually the holes were all around, and you kind of went through the mountain into the middle. You didn't go to, 90% of the mountain you haven't seen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
So
there were
is there something else?
Cabin in the woods.
Is there an entire other thing going on, a plot, and there's so much more? 1,000,000%.
Yeah, there's probably tiers of different types of souls. and
Who
stuff,
knows?
you know?
Yeah.
So
Keep
listen,
going.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep going.
Next week we dust ourselves off.
Yep,
Let's go to
go
level
to the
2
next
on the
hole.
mountain.
Yep.
yeah,
Open
no
that
problem.
gate. See what happens.
Well, this is
So
it.
Yeah,
we're on a holy quest.
Yeah, holy quest.
A holy war.
Find the next hole. Go on.
Holy war.
The big thing
Right.
It
mission
is so
for God.
great.
what we did here.
I like how
was
every time there's a
what we were
distraction,
trying
they get
to do.
distracted. Like quest. Ooh, thing. Ooh,
That was
thing.
the theme for today. Anyway,
I have
Pretty
another-
good thing.
I want to ask you something.
sometimes that's okay, but
Um,
the fate of the whole world was at stake, so I figured.
when the two
finish the
big
main mission.
heroes returned
Yeah.
to salvation with all the astral crystal, and they commanded those two guys, "Hey, go in there and unload the astral crystal." Did they look at them Did they look at them a little weird?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yes, why do you say that?
Because I thought, like, when he went, "Yo, go in there, unload," like I thought that you gave him a reaction, like, "Okay,
Right.
okay,
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
they're not Karenites.
something's
Why,
up."
why do you think that was like that?
Because something's up.
Because they didn't expect them from that ship.
I'm thinking time passage. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
Time passes make sense.
it's quite possible things are not.
Let's go into that scene.
But
Break that scene down. What happened in that scene?
No, if they pulled in on a Kaironite ship
Mm-hmm.
and they're saying, "Oh, Kaironites coming," and they're armed, and then they see the heroes from Andaria come out, I would think the reaction would be, "Oh, wow, hey, oh my God, it's Travis."
Well, then again,
It's Kairos.
Not really.
Welcome back.
Not
Thanks.
necessarily.
And not,
Because
not
we're-
like, huh?
Not necessarily, because we're kind of like we're not really at that level of fame yet, right?
I mean,
our
they just
identities were
hired
kind of a
us.
secret,
They
weren't
just
they?
hired us.
Is that
It's
true?
Not like we spent a lot of
Yeah,
time
our
there.
identities weren't known to everyone. In fact, didn't what's his face Bertram tell us to keep it like low key? He did.
Yeah.
In Salvation, you are. It's like a celebrity's walking on now
Okay.
because,
Oh.
There you go.
So everyone here knows this.
Yes.
but not in the world.
Yeah.
Because yes, it's
Right.
being.
But on
secret.
Salvation, yes.
But like
Salvation, yes.
the people who would be stationed to take
receive.
orders from us,
They're not going to know
would
who
they
we are.
would they give us a nice
Well,
hey?
you're
whoa,
not
all right."
above those people. One.
No, but they would recognize us.
But they like so if you give somebody an order, like you're not higher than them. They might do it because they feel like they should help you, but
Yeah,
no, but they would
it's not-
recognize us.
Right. I'm not
yeah,
talking
recognizing you
about
wise,
orders so much.
especially because
So
you know
a Starseeker doesn't outrank the guy who's on the pad.
you're not in the military. It's no rank in military that goes from captain, commander to star seeker. It's not like that.
It's like a team
I don't know.
effort.
That's
But that's not what's important.
You're a
though.
Jedi. You're higher than a soldier, even if you're a Padawan. That's how I feel.
But what's important though is that
I don't-
when
You're more
when
important.
Yeah.
the celebrities
mean that you-
and
Right.
the heroes
Probably
came
not
out of
everybody
the ship,
feels like
it was
that either,
like
you know.
they were being looked at a little sideways.
Anything else happen in
As in,
that
like,
scene?
what are you doing here?
Anything else happen in that scene?
Yeah, there was a discussion before they got to us. You said there was everybody that was there that was coming to greet us, we assume, or see us. They had like a little sidebar when they were walking up to us, but
Did you hear what they said?
no. So
Were you guys
That's a fail.
actually
That's a
sent
quest fail right there.
through that area to be
Yeah.
trapped, to be taken off the board?
what?
Were you actually sent into that area to be taken off the board?
Oh, interesting. To be trapped there. They didn't expect us to come back.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
then all of a sudden you guys have turned back up and I'm going, what the? You weren't.
Yeah.
How did you?
They did
escape?
it.
You
Yeah,
weren't-
I
they
mean,
didn't
that's-
expect you to come back.
That's possible.
That's interesting.
That'd be
I like
crazy.
that. That'd be wild.
That means there's like way more going on here than
And then we're gonna have a fight right now.
we realize, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Who was it? It was Bertram.
Two mage.
Bardo,
Tune
who
mage.
wasn't
Oh,
at,
Bertram.
And Raphael.
and Bardo, who was not at the.
No, Bardo was
Meeting?
there.
No, not Bardo. It's what's his name?
There's three of them.
Bertram.
Raphael.
No, what I'm saying at the original
Bertram,
meeting.
Raphael,
Bardo,
and two
when we
mage.
when we
Oh,
got
Ra-
sent out on
yeah,
the
was he-
mission, he wasn't there.
Yeah,
But
Bardo
he
has
was
not
supposed to be
appeared
there.
in this campaign yet.
But he was supposed to be there.
He was supposed to be when they called the meeting. Yes.
Right.
Right.
When they called.
And instead of
He's
him
still not
appearing,
there.
he gave his watch.
Right.
Right.
That's an interesting thing to know.
He doesn't need it anymore, obviously.
Yep. Well, there's certainly
find out.
lots more going on that we got to see.
I love that you guys just started talking about something and you just dropped it. Like, well, we'll figure it out.
Oh, what the
Well,
scene?
'cause-
Well, because how?
No, the watch.
You guys just started building a puzzle and you're like, well, it's time to
Well,
go
that
home.
scene, like,
What?
yes,
The
it was
watch?
a little odd.
Yeah, the watch.
Well, like-
Why wouldn't he need
well,
the
not
watch
even the
anymore?
watch.
He's given up to
I thought we were talking
chronomancy.
about that other scene, but
No.
anyway.
No, yeah, continue. Whatever you
Yeah.
want to do.
So I'm just saying, like, there's not much. We don't really know when we don't have enough information. We have to spend more time in that scene before I think we find out. Whatever's going on that we don't know.
They let us land. We got it off.
Yeah, I
They
don't
unload
think our
dialogue.
characters have no reason to suspect that there's something going on there, right? I mean, we got done. We did it. We're here. We're expecting.
Yeah, I
them
mean,
to
did anything
go.
look different to us or strange?
Well, just the
like,
light
on
coming from the
approach,
sky.
like,
The only person to ask me if something looked different was
Right.
was Oni. It was Val, and I said that things look different.
Okay.
How do they look different?
It's whether or not you're in your same timeline.
Yeah, I thought from his
you're-
timeline.
You're
'cause
in
he's not from
now.
his timeline.
Oh, they did look different to
No.
Val. Yeah.
All of you guys could be in a different timeline. You could.
Correct.
You might
Oh,
not
yeah.
be. You might not. And you might be no longer in the original timeline you were in.
We could still
So
be
when
at the
you
tower.
broke it and you jumped out, you've jumped into a different timeline. Same thing like Val did. Val jumped into your timeline. Maybe you've jumped into an alternative timeline where things are either slightly ahead or slightly behind, or maybe they've who knows what they've done.
That could be. Or we could still be at the tower in a loop somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it possible that when that crystal was destroyed,
What crystal?
the one that was on top of the Chronomancer's tower, or that it was
think it
disabled
was-
in the way
yeah,
it was?
destroyed. I think it was
Yeah,
turned
maybe
off.
not destroyed. That it had an additional effect or effects than just stopping the storm.
Mm-hmm.
I will say one thing. I'm very surprised you guys didn't grab that crystal. It's a
Surprised we
huge
didn't
chunk
grab
of
that
amethyst.
crystal. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go.
I kind of wanted to leave
It's a
whatever we
20-foot
could.
amethyst.
Yeah.
You want me to put in your pocket?
Totally.
Yeah, I know. Like, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
and
Like,
I'm saying it's a huge crystal though.
we couldn't even
It's
fit
a
that in the
lot of
ship, I don't
amethyst.
think.
It is, but I
Tie
kind
that
of,
rope around.
I kind of want the storm to get back up.
Rope.
If they could, you know what I mean? Like
I mean,
the storm was
our
doing
plan,
something.
regardless of that, was like to come back. So we weren't
So
worried
what's-
about taking stuff.
So what's going on with that? So this has been unraveled, this area, right?
What's the deal with that?
What's the
well-
deal? So, what was the arcane storm? What was a tower there? Wexel's in a tower. He had advice from Serio that crystal was up top. The crystal up top now
Floating in space.
was causing the
Mhm,
storm. If you remember, Tom was confused about that. Tom's like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why? I thought that by dampening the crystal, that shouldn't have made it better, the storm, because I thought that was the opposite.
Mm.
Then you guys went inside the mountain. You found this thing, the circle of protection. What is it? What happened? What is this place?
A temple.
I don't know. I mean, we kind of thought it was like a prison or a trap.
K-Night
Farm,
Afterlife.
initially.
Protected farm.
Seems like
Correct.
a node.
Like if there's astral crystal here in that mountain, somebody could be protecting it. Kind of all the things that we had mentioned in the last week or two, as far as talking in the after show and stuff. But like, either somebody was like keeping something there, or trying to keep the astral crystal hidden or protected. Maybe there was a big creature.
Although someone mentioned vampires before, what if this is like where your soul goes when you turn into a vampire? Like this is where it's kept.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well-
So we were saying before.
If you guys realize when you mentioned lightning to Wexel, or he thought he heard lightning,
Right.
and the lightning started to be created in that realm.
He was like
So-
thinking about lightning.
Thinking about lightning, and that's what happened. So it was like
Right.
his consciousness was creating
Yep.
the reality.
Yep.
Yeah.
His thoughts were creating his reality.
Yep.
So
And there's
it's possible that Serio, he was reading the book on the beginning of the Chronomancy Tower. He's reading the history. And then Serio told him not to leave. Is it possible that what we were experiencing, or what we're actually doing, are all products of Wexel's consciousness? And we're all trapped within Wexel's consciousness. But now that Wexel has been fractalized, let's just say that was the case. If he was the foundation of that reality, it's now.
yeah.
Yes, which would be great.
Well, I
Because
mean,
I don't want to live in somebody else's imagination or something like that.
It's like if you were
Nuts
dreaming.
to
Except for
that.
Tony's. Except for-
well, no
Well,
one,
yeah,
no
we're
one knows
dreaming.
if that was being done for a
Living here a
reason.
long
Like,
time.
I'll
it's
hang out with you
possible
for
that
them.
it's possible. It's
Reason or
possible
not,
that these people.
I don't want to live in an imagination like that.
But it's possible that these civilizations and worlds were placed within his consciousness to be protected. So they weren't
I guess they didn't do a good job if we
Well,
so easily undid it.
If you take, no, if you
like
take
that. Like that's a pocket dimension, or like that would be a storage unit. Putting it all within. Like it's on Orion's belt. Like that's
Yeah.
Orion's belt. You know
that
what I
could
mean?
be.
That's
And it was pretty easy for us to dismantle.
Well, okay.
Too bad for that
What if
person.
this is like a prison for like troublesome souls? You know what I mean? Like not even. This is where they keep the.
Oh, like you're
The
saying,
high level-
like,
high
maybe
level
they
prisoners.
released like the worst
Yeah.
people in the universe. Is that what
On
you're
that
trying to say
tier,
now?
like
Aw,
this is
he's
like
not the worst.
this is like they're on the like
Can't be
lower
that many
tier,
of
so it's
them.
like throughout all
possible.
of time. Yeah,
It's possible.
like oh
Is
you
that
were
many?
this bad. Let's put you in here. Oh you were this bad. You go up here.
Right. And now
well.
they
How
release-
about okay? And getting back to Bardo leaving his watch. His thing was that he made a civilization for his people. He made a place for his people, right? The vampires, right? He wanted a land and them to be free and live their lives and have it. So he gave up the watch now. As if maybe does he no longer wish to be Chronomancer because his job is now done? Because now the souls are freed, or
No,
That's not in
He's-
Bardo's nature.
no.
He's
I
why-
mean,
he's-
with-
why did he give up the watch?
He's going to give up power like
he doesn't
that?
need it.
It's I
I see.
think he, to be as general as possible, he realized somehow that he needs to give that watch to someone else in order to get him in the place that he needs to
Also, let's take it back like a wide view of it.
Ooh.
Why was this being controlled by a chronomancer? Was this like a prison that exists outside time? You know what I mean? Like, if we think about it on the larger scale.
Okay, because if you remember the question I asked last week, at the beginning of this episode, it was, is this place outside of our timeline? The answer was yes and no. So what happens if this was all part of Wexel, and then when you fractured him, that fractured the hold on the crystal, then when you dampened it, that allowed the crystal to be freed because Wexel was no longer the linchpin.
I will say that that's possible, but I will also say that yes and no is a proper response to this being existing outside of time, because at some point it is within our time. Does that make sense?
But Wexel was the only one that was able to fix the timelines. Remember when he
No. What I'm saying is that if this exists outside of time, there is a point when it lines up when we exist as the same time as this, even though it's outside of it. Does that make sense?
Correct. Don't you think that might be the time when he like adjusted the crystal and he was like, okay, here you guys go. Now everything's okay again.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay. And then we went and did our thing, and then you guys were like, hey, come with us. And now that ability is no longer not like, I'm not saying in a bad way, but I'm saying like maybe that's like now that Wexel, because he left the confines of that, like who knows if that being in that chronomancy tower, who knows what was below the diamond. The diamond could have been the base of Wexel's consciousness. Like that could have all been within.
I wonder if this is like a storage place for like Starseeker souls, like for each individual iteration. Like,
well, every time we came back to the tower, well, not every time, but a lot of times coming back to the tower, it looked different, right? Things were different. Some things were changed, but Wexel was pretty much always there.
yeah.
So he was the one constant.
Place that
And
Like
also,
a
don't
touchstone.
forget. Okay, here's another big one. Don't forget that every time you came back, the astral crystal decreased.
Yeah.
So I think you were actually, when you were coming back, you were going to a different timeline. Each time you jumped through, it was a timeline jump. So you did one loop, came back in, you're now on a new timeline. Next time you jump out, new timeline. Next you go out. So each time you went, you're moving through slightly variants of timelines. And that's why when we left and Val appeared on the ship was because we pretty much jumped into Val's timeline, and then Val was just there. And we kind of picked up Val as we jumped into that timeline, and because Val was basically going through, as Arnie was saying earlier on, 15 seconds jump, 15 seconds, like it was a constant. He was looping, constantly going through there, and eventually he appeared on the ship. He was trying to get out, great. But what happens if we jumped into the same timeline and just picked him up on our way through? And now that's what's happened to us. We're now in a slightly different timeline to what we originally were. We're no longer in our timeline.
Could be.
We're definitely not. We didn't definitely. You guys definitely didn't go back to the same place.
The thing is, though, does that mean that when we freed those souls, did we free them across all timelines? Or did we just free them across one timeline?
Right.
It's going to be interesting.
Well, maybe same place, but different time.
Right.
Have we basically broken?
Yeah, but
because that protection was time.
But
Have we
time
now
can.
broken a time seal?
Cool.
Hey, we don't do things by halves. When we break something, we break it real good.
Absolutely. We certainly did today.
We just gotta wait for Cesario to come back from wherever he is and be really angry again.
Who?
Yeah, he should
Cesario.
have been here anyway, you know? Not for nothing. Like,
Well,
maybe,
no,
like-
Every
he's
time I
probably
see
not
that
doing
guy,
anything really
every time
fun.
we see that guy, he's angry at us. Like he's like, "What
Yeah,
are you
well,
doing?"
I wonder why.
yeah.
Especially the time when Dan just killed him.
Yes.
Aww.
Although he smiled.
He didn't have a chance to be angry.
Yeah. He smiled, actually.
But the thing is, he would know that we were going to do this. We've done this for a reason. We've done this a million times. He's seen it a million times. So if we weren't meant to do it, he would have stopped us. Like he stopped us from doing other things from before.
I don't like those explanations when we're dealing with time.
He kind of tried to stop Wexel from leaving.
It's
No,
this,
he
it's
just told
this
Wexel not to leave.
Did he though, or did he just put it in his head?
Right?
like,
Maybe he planted the seed of thought.
I hate that.
Don't leave, or it's gonna be bad.
Like,
knowing
don't
full
leave.
well
Okay,
Wexel
I
would be
leave.
like, well, now I need to know what's gonna happen when I leave. Like,
But then again, like why would we be doing anything if time travelers can manipulate time to the point where nothing that anyone else does has any kind of consequence, then I have a hard time believing that the only people who can affect the outcome of anything are time travelers and
I think
chronomancers.
they can try to, if they could potentially try to influence or alter it, but in the reality is, it couldn't have stopped everything that happened. He could
I think
pick one potential event, but what we do is, you guys are Star Seekers, so you are kind of outside of his control, should we say?
But still,
So
like,
that's fine.
just because he can see things that are happening in a different order doesn't
stop.
mean that the things that everyone else does has no effect.
Yeah. He
Right.
can see it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he can actually stop or alter it. He can say to you, you shouldn't do that, but it's still your choice. There's a time when you listen to it and go, okay, we won't do that. But there'll be another time when you do what you do.
Right.
Were all the souls going in the same direction, or were they just?
That's a good question.
Do we know that?
Was it like psh, or was it like
Was it like Ghostbusters when they're just going all over the city? Or was it just like...
So I can
Those
answer
are
that
comes.
only with your own perceptions of what was played. You guys experienced it going towards you, but it didn't just go this way like a beam. You know, from what you saw, it went all
Wide.
ways. But you can't see all perspectives. When you guys saw it, you saw it coming from there, and it looked like a wide array.
300? We saw 360 degrees.
No, I'm telling you that you can't tell if it's 360 degrees.
Because it was like passing over you.
But you don't believe it was a beam because it was it was wider than you could see.
But is it 360 degrees to us? Like we were
Uh,
enveloped in it.
I mean, it came out past your
Right.
vision,
Right.
but it definitely was not a beam in one
Yeah.
direction.
No.
But you can't say it's 360.
No, okay.
But you do know the protection seal was a circle.
Yeah.
That was said.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
and
like-
also we had the perfectly matched clock thing where there were ways in all these different ways around. It's gone, and they've all gone out those little wee things, so they've gone everywhere.
yeah, I mean,
You guys want to watch the intro again?
Yes.
Oh boy.
And that's where we're going to end the engine room for today, guys. I just did a cliffhanger and an after show.
Oh.
Go ahead. You want to ask me a question? Go ahead.
The hooded figure
Hmm.
in there.
I imagine I will. Okay, what?
Is he the same guy who was telling the guy from Karen to go through the gate?
Oh. Interesting question. It's not one I'm going to answer right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking too, like if you were to capture a small amount of the souls from the conjunction, right, and trap it in one area like a battery. But since you're using time magic, you're actually doing that in thousands and thousands of different timelines. You could actually capture more energy than the convergence itself within it by capturing a small amount from each timeline. So you might have actually released more energy than the original convergence may have, if it was all directed into one timeline. It's like you took a chip from each convergence and directed it all into one single timeline.
Overall, I'll say that, and I want to hear, as you guys are going through the things that you think are happening, you are constantly like going like, no.
In what we're doing in the quest or in the questions that we're asking?
In the questions you're asking. There's times you walk up like right to the door of like the, oh my god, and you're like, well, maybe it's this. So it's right there. It's just that there's no way. Again, there's no way for you to really see this. It's hard. I just know what it is, and therefore,
Right.
So don't feel bad. It's fun for me to. I almost want you to get it, but if you get it in the after show, that sucks. It means I didn't really do a good job. Like, it was a great expo. We figured out the after show, and then we had to play 4 episodes of just knowing what it was.
Episode 8, we know.
Yes. And I also feel these challenges to make these puzzles just have a little bit more layers. You guys are you're going really deep, and you should also just take a second and maybe say to yourself, if you have to say the word like, a parallel universe or time like 4 times in your explanation, you're probably way too deep. Like, it's not. I'm not making something that's like it's a timeline within a timeline, and then this is gonna happen. It's like you're like way, you're lost in the weeds at that point. It can be maybe like if you were to describe it, it could be complex, but like it's like this is happening, this is why, this is how. Maybe the when is confusing.
Now it is. Okay.
And then, before, and later.
And after.
So, guys, that's where we end the Engine Room today. Thanks for watching. This was Season 2, Episode 7, Fate Part 2. The next episode will, of course, be called, Fate Juice. That's right.
No.
So, thank you very much, guys. We'll see you guys next week on Audio Dungeon. Thanks a lot.